Fat Rican, that's the main. I'm in the game all day, play all day, every day. I know the routes, I know the pace. Fat airlines in the sky. Free to play, we learn to fly. Phat Empire on the stream. Captain Fat with the players team. I answer fast when you ask. What's the move, what's the task? How you grow, how you stack? How you take that airport back?
Bring your questions, bring them live. Saturday 11 Eastern time. Chat stays lit, we lock in tight. Turn your small fleet into a giant.
Fat airlines take flight. Fat airlines day and night. We grow fleets, we win right. Fat airlines take flight. Fat airlines know the plan. More airports, better land. Learn the game, level up fast. Fat airlines, we last. Guys from the screen, straight to the feed. Authorities built for the need. Every little tip, every little win. We help you rise from the bottom in. Bigger planes, bigger games. Better routes through the rain. More airports in your name. Turn the grind into fame. The whole crew shows up strong. If you're lost, we get you on. Ask the chat, we'll break it down. Fat Airlines runs this town.
Bring your questions, bring them live. Saturday 11 Eastern time. Chat stays lit, we lock in tight. Turn your small fleet into a giant.
Fat airlines take flight. Fat airlines day and night. We grow fleets, we win right. Fat airlines take flight. Fat airlines know the plan. More airports, better land. Learn the game, level up fast. Fat airlines, we last. From one account to the next, every lane got its own effect. Made for play, stream for the crew. Players only, we build for you. If you wanna know what's next, watch us live, then take that step. Answers quick, the tips stay hot. Fat Airlines, that's the spot. Fat Airlines take flight. Fat Airlines day and night. We grow fleets, we win right. Fat Airlines take flight. Fat Airlines know the plan. More airports, better land. Learn the game, level up fast. Fat Airlines, we last. Fat Airlines. Fat Airlines.
Saturday 11 Eastern time.
Fat Airlines.
The ferry, I'm in the play all day. Open the lobby, let the whole crew play. Phat Airlines, we help you find a way. Drop your question in chat, we answer right away. Phat Empire on the screen, that's the stream mode. Captain Fat when it's players only, lobby led team. Game code, free to play lane, got the tips you need. We build that fleet up, then we watch it leave. Saturday 11 Eastern, pull up live. Questions in chat, we keep that plane alive. From small ground to the top, we show the road. New airport, new plane, let's figure it out. Fat Airlines, take flight. Fat Airlines, all night. Ask your question, we reply. Build your fleet up, touch the sky. Fat Airlines, take flight. Fat Airlines, all night. Learn the game, then level right. Fat Airlines, yeah, that's life. Guys off the stream, we cut it clean and sharp. G-Marie is with the steps, so you never hit dark. More airports unlocked, more planes in the sky. More gains in the game, let the numbers climb high. We play with the people, that's the whole point sound. Grow your airline big, let your whole plan pound. From first taxi line to the final goal. Fat Airlines got the map, got the heart, got soul. Saturday 11 Eastern, pull up live. Questions in chat, we keep that plane alive. From small grind to the top, we show the road. New airport, new plane, let's figure it out. Fat Airlines, take flight. Fat Airlines, all night. Ask your question, we reply. Build your fleet up, touch the sky. Fat Airlines, take flight. Fat Airlines, all night. Learn the game, then level right. Fat Airlines. stream the way. Catching fat, I'm in players only more. Fat Airlines, we all on the road. Fat Airlines, take flight. Fat Airlines, all night. Ask your question, we reply.
Yo. Whoa. Yo. Did I go to stream end by accident? Hope not. Well, if the stream ends, I'm coming back. But yo guys, what is up? This is Jeremy with Phat Airlines, and today we've got a few things we're going to be talking about playing today. We're going to be playing World of Airports like we normally do, but we got some World of Airports news as well. I got a whole lot of things queued up for us to kind of share today on stream. We're going to talk about some of the upcoming stuff that's coming with World of Airports. Right now, we're on World of Airports version 3.6.3, and I don't know what the next version is going to be, but there has been some posts on the World of Airports forum about what's coming next, and I want to share it and like talk about it and discuss it, so that way you guys are all in the loop, because I know not everybody takes a look at what's happening on the forum. I know even sometimes I don't. So let's take a look. What else is happening? Oh, let's give a little also an update, because you know, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern we do oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern we do a live stream. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, we do a live stream on Twitch and on YouTube, but for this Saturday and for next Saturday, those live streams are not going to be happening. Sorry, this Saturday is today, so I meant next Saturday. So yeah, October 8th. Hold on, let me pull up my calendar. October 8th, which is what, next Saturday, and then October. We're not in October. We're in August, Jeremy. Goodness gracious. I had a long day already. I've been up since like 6 a.m. I got like 5 hours of sleep. That's because I'll get into my sleep later. But yeah, I'm not going to be streaming next Saturday, August 8th, as well as the following Saturday, which is August 15th, as well. Actually, I'm probably just taking off the entire month of August on Saturdays. I am going to throw in some live streams, some Phat Empire live streams where I'm streaming and I'm here on camera and we're talking about World of Airports news and player news and leaderboards and stuff like that. That's going to happen during the week and during the month of August. I'm going to post that on Discord, my stream schedule. But I know from August 8th through the 21st, I'm going to be away on vacation. So no streams going to happen during that time, but when I come back, we'll make sure we get some live streams up and running again. All right. But all right, that's some housekeeping. Everything else is looking good. Cool. Let me see here. Mr. Daniel, we're waiting for you to accept the contract from 2 days ago. 2 days ago, by the way, we celebrated Phat Airlines' 5th anniversary. Yeah. Woo! All right. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. 5 years ago, I released my first video on YouTube, how to get gold planes. On Saturday, on Wednesday, we rewatched some of the old streams, not old videos, and we reminisced on World of Airports back then, where it's gone now, and it was a fun stream. So thank you all for being here, and let's take a look. So we also have we got a hype train. Nice. Yo, True Believer, thank you for resubscribing for 12 months, for 1 year. Thank you so much, bro. Cheshire Orange, thank you for being first. Cats, thanks for the 25 stream streak. I think I saw you were just popping in for your streak, and then you're gonna watch the replay, but thank you so much. Ginger Jesus, thanks for the 10 stream streak. Hyperactive, thanks for the streak. Yeah, thanks for that cheer too. Thank you so much. Is the stream still laggy? I was loading up World of Airports on Android, on PC, which lagged up my computer, which is weird, but hey, it happens sometimes, right? Is it laggy now? It shouldn't be. But But yeah, I saw that lag too, so that's why I slowed things down. I kind of just stopped what I was talking about, and we kind of paused. I took a break for a moment there. But let me see here. Okay, nobody's saying anything, so it looks like it says, there you go. Thank you, Kurotsuki. Stream is good now. So, all right. I'm going to just say hi to everybody, and once we're done, we're going to go right into the World of Airports news. While I'm playing here, Prague. We just reached level 50 at Prague, so it's super exciting because we're about to unlock Washington IAD. However, we need 499 more XP. I don't think we're going to get it today, but we are going to get it by the end of this month. So that's going to be really cool. As long as you guys continue to send me planes and I continue to stream, we can make this happen. But we also have 2 event planes I forgot to accept. We got JAL and Starlux. And let's see what the random arrivals are. All right, cool. So, all right, let's say what's up to all you guys in chat, because you know the streams wouldn't be the same if you guys weren't here. So thank you guys for being here. We got Seabird Club Legends, we got Raptor, we got TJ Bay, we got Magis Kais. What's up, Hammy? We got Psy PR. We got Ginger Jesus. We got German Mapping. What's up, German Mapping? We got Damon Perez. We got Swedish Aviation Guy. We got Ruben. Hyperactive is here. Cats is here. Made to Move, what's good, bro? Kurotsuki, what's up? France Japan, nice to see you, man. LOL, I don't know how to say your full name, bro, but what's up? What's good, bro? Sloppy's here. Let's see. All right, I see a lot of drops. Oh, what's up, True Believer? AV Geek Mike, nice to see you. What's up, Laura123Q? What's good, bro? Nice to see you. What's up, DJ Munez? Nice. All right, cool. Oh, what's up, Plane 2019 Plane? All right, what's good, guys? And Fly Polaris, I see you too. Janhas, I see you as well. Rhoda Bridge, I see you. David's here. Nice. All right, cool. All right, we got some World of Airports news. That is right. You know, just some context here. When it comes to the World of Airports news, you know, all of this stuff is subject to change, right? World of Airports, the developers are very cautious about what they talk about in public forums and settings and stuff like that, because they don't want to set expectations incorrectly, but they also still want to share some information with the community, so that way we can get excited and we know what's coming in the future, and we could also provide some feedback before it comes out as a release, right? So just keep keep that in mind, that things are subject to change. Things probably will change, and you know, you could go to World of Airports forum and maybe share some of your feedback about what you're seeing about these posts. So we got a couple of posts here. We got L410, L410-2. We got camera update. We got model update. We got Prague sneak peek, and then we got this other one down here. This other one is, I think, meet the team. So let's go to the L410. That's where I wanted to start today, and we got here context notice. All right, so if this post is shared outside the forum, please include a link to the original thread so readers can access the full context and discussion. The attached images show work in progress version of the aircraft are not intended for sharing outside our forum. Oops. Well, I'm still sharing the forum, guys. This is the forum, right? I'm just reading the forum. Anyways, we got the L410 development update, bringing the aircraft to life. And because Hansa H never slows down, work on the L410 UVP, L410 NG, and L410 Cargo has already moved on to the next production stage, rigging and animation. Rigging is the process of attaching a virtual bone to every moving part of the aircraft. These bones act as a skeleton that allow the model to move correctly once it's inside the game. Each moving component, like the landing gear, flaps, how do you say that one? Ailerons? Aliens. Anyways, I don't even know what that is. I need to look that up. We'll look that up later. So anyway, elevators, rudders, propellers, doors, they required its own setups. For more complex mechanism like the landing gear, multiple bones are needed because several parts move simultaneously in different direction. However, simply adding bones isn't enough. Every moving object must also have its origin, which is the pivot point, positioned precisely on the correct axis. If the pivot's misplaced, the animation won't follow the correct movement, and then parts may rotate or translate incorrectly. That's cool. That's like a developer insight, essentially, like what goes into the 3D models and the 3D development. Essentially, like why do some of these models take so long to like create? Like maybe some of you guys are wondering for the 738s, right? So we're getting a little bit of context of like what goes into building a 3D model of a plane. Once the rigging is complete, Hansa defines the complete animation sequence by setting the fully closed and fully open positions, then the movement path of each component, and the timing and synchronization of the entire animation. This is one of those development stages that players rarely notice directly, but has a huge impact on the final quality of the aircraft. Smooth, realistic animations are just as important as a detailed 3D model or high-quality textures. Step by step, the L410 family is getting closer to becoming fully flight ready. Program is that? I can't tell. It almost, I mean, this sound down here looks like the same stuff like I use when I do video editing, but that makes sense because it's an animation. Like here's what the animation goes. That's pretty cool. So that's the origin point, I'm guessing, right? So that's cool. All right, let's keep going. Oh, another picture. All right, there's some information about the 410. All right, we got another post here about the 410. We're going to continue the update here on the L410. Again, make sure this is work in progress. Make sure you guys know about that. L410 development update, liveries and Unity integration. Here we go. We've reached the stage where we depend heavily on our community. Yo, guys, listen to that, right? It sounds like they need some input or feedback from you guys, from us. For many aircraft, delivery selection begins with the suggestions collected directly from our forum. The references, historical photos, operator lists, and arrival suggestions help decide which liveries should be prepared for the game. As usual, our usual guideline is liveries before 2010 are mainly reserved for special events and special arrivals, and any liveries after 2010 are generally intended for standard contracts. A few exceptions may be made where it makes sense for the aircraft, airport, or gameplay. For the L410 family, this stage is especially challenging because many of its operators are small, regional, historical, or relatively poorly documented. In many cases, we do not have access to usable source graphics, logos, or vector files. That means Hansa often has to recreate the complete livery from scratch, using photographs as the main reference. Every stripe, logo, registration marking, and small detail must be manually redrawn and adapted to the aircraft texture. Here's a preview of that process. From Blender to Unity, at the same time, the finished 3D model is being transferred from Blender into Unity. Those are two different programs. This is not simple one-click export. Unity does not reproduce every object, material, hierarchy, pivot, or animation behavior from Blender exactly as it was created. Because of that, the aircraft must be imported and adjusted piece by piece. During the stage, Marek imports and verifies the individual model components, corrects the object hierarchies and movement behaviors, adjusts pivots and animation settings where necessary, implements and tests all aircraft animations, defines the handling and service points, assigns positions for vehicles, stairs, cargo loading, refueling, and other ground operations. They also check that every service connects correctly to the aircraft and test the model under real in-game conditions. This is where the detailed model, the Blender model, becomes a functional aircraft inside of world airports. Marek handles this work with remarkable precision. Every animation, service point, and interaction must be placed correctly so that the aircraft not only looks right, but also behaves properly during arrival, turnaround, and departure. Piece by piece, the L410 is moving from a static 3D model towards a fully operational aircraft in the game, and this is where the final magic begins. Check that out. So this, I think this is the Blender model here, and this is the picture, right? This is them rebuilding all the logo details. Okay, yeah, it says here Marek is comparing the LOD0 and the LOD1 versions of the L420 in Unity. Every aircraft in World Airports has more than one level of detail. This allows the game to display many aircraft at the same time without rendering every small detail at full quality, even when those details would not be visible from a greater distance. What is LOD0? It's the full detailed version of the aircraft. It's used when the camera is close enough for players to see the smaller details, such as the landing gear, antennas, and sensors, fuselage elements, more complex geometry, and fine exterior details. This is the version you see during close-ups and handling operations. LOD1 is the simplified counterpart of the same aircraft, used for distant camera views where many aircraft can be visible across the airport at the same time. At that distance, very small details will no longer be noticeable, so they're removed or simplified, and reduces the number of polygons the game has to render, helps in performance. The goal is to help the aircraft looking correct from a distance while avoiding unnecessary calculations for the details the players cannot see. Yeah, it's for performance. And you probably see, like, I think nowadays the transitions between zooms is a lot more smooth. Like, you don't notice it, but there was a point, there was a small period of time where at a certain like zoom level you would see the plane kind of changing. Now it's kind of like it's more subtle. I don't really see like this plane changing too much, but the details, you know, like, are gone, right? You're gonna, like, as we go in, you're gonna see the details, but as we zoom out, some of the details are gone. You can't see it because it's so small. That's exactly the point. All right, why is this important? Busy airports can have many aircraft visible at once. Running every aircraft at full detail would significantly increase the load on device. Yeah, and not everybody has a top-end device, and even a top-end device sometimes struggles, you know. By switching between LOD0, LOD1, and depending upon camera distance, the game can maintain a good balance between visual quality, rendering performance, device compatibility, the number of aircraft visible at once. The transition must also be prepared carefully so that the aircraft does not suddenly change shape or lose important visual features when the game switches between the two models. It's another technical step that may not be very obvious during normal gameplay, but it plays an important role in keeping busy airports running smoothly. Are these the same picture? I'm guessing like one is LOD0 and one is LOD1. I don't see many differences. I mean, I guess like this is more blocky. I don't know. Good job. We're cool. Maybe I have to zoom in. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, we go back and forth. You can see a little bit. Just the wheels look different, really. Anyways, all right, cool. I knew about that, but it's always nice to hear a little bit how that works, and you see a little bit about the 410 as well. All right, the next update we have is about the camera update. So this is pretty interesting, right? And people were telling me about this on Wednesday, and we're pulling it up today. So observer camera during ground handling. Several players have suggested enabling the observer camera during aircraft handling to get a closer look at all the ground service operations. So that is this camera angle right here, right? Or actually I think any of the cameras, observer camera, right? But I like this one the most, right? But so what it's talking about is this right here, what's happening right now on screen, where enabling this camera during aircraft handling, right? So if I'm backing out of this plane right now, I can't go back into that camera. It's grayed out. So that's kind of That's what this post is talking about. There's a way to get in here. You know, if you're fast enough, you can kind of get in there and you can see the beginning stages of handling, or you can watch the entire handling if you stay in there. But there is a reason why they don't yeah, there we go. They don't have it in the game. So we'll go into that in just right here. Until now, this wasn't possible. The observer camera follows a fixed circular path around the aircraft. While this works well during taxi, takeoff, and landing, an aircraft parked at the terminal are much closer to buildings and other airport objects, and as a result, the camera can clip through those structures, exposing areas that were never intended to be visible. Like this right here, right? This is exactly what's happening here. You'll see how like we could see inside the terminal, but the terminal's not really built out, right? So that's part of the reason why they don't want that to be shown. To solve this, Hansa B took the time to add collision boxes around the airport buildings, preventing the camera from passing through them. Thanks to this improvement, we're now able to enable the observer camera during the handling process, allowing you to watch refueling, catering, baggage loading, pushback preparation, and other ground services from a much closer perspective. Is this a major gameplay feature? Probably not. But if we're investing so much effort into making our aircraft liveries, animations, and ground handling as realistic as possible, we think it's worth letting you enjoy these details up close. Sometimes there's little details to make the experience feel a bit more alive. I'm 100% in agreement there. I know it's not a gameplay update, so it's like, you know, not super exciting for me in particular, but I do know that has been one of my complaints for a while, is that, like, you know, we're seeing all these things, but like the only time we could see a plane close up is like when it's taxiing, not when we're handling. Now, my next complaint about this camera is that I wish we could also handle planes, right? Like I don't use these camera angles because I can't go and handle planes. The same reason why I don't use these airport spotting cameras, right? Because I can't handle planes. I really wish that they could find a way for us to handle planes, because then I would use all those camera angles, because really I have so many planes that I want to handle at once, and I want to be as fast, I guess, and efficient as possible when I'm playing, because I have so many contracts, so many planes, and I got so many airports to go to that like I can't spend too much time just like spotting. I need to handle planes. But yeah, that's just maybe that's just like a big account problem, but that's cool. I'm excited about that, because like I agree, if they're putting so much effort into graphics, let us see those graphics up close. You know, let us see, like, this is the closest we can get to the fuel truck right now. But if I can't start handling, but like with the new camera angles, we're going to be able to get a lot closer than we were before. So that's going to be really cool, because like they spend all this time updating the buses, but like we can't really get that close to buses when we're zooming in normally. Like we can't get close to this cargo over here. Like we can't see all that. So I'm excited. That's cool. Ailerons. All right, cool. Thank you. Pat Vic started playing this game 2 or 3 weeks ago. You're 3 stars at Innsbruck. Nice. So when you level up your airport, there's a level in every airport except for CNN. But in all airports, there's a level that you can reach. I'm actually 1 level away from reaching the level that lets me unlock Washington Airport. So when you're at Innsbruck, after 3 stars, there's going to be another level later on that allows you to unlock Bari. So good luck, man. Congratulations for reaching 3 stars in 2 to 3 weeks. It's pretty cool. Here, I'm reading chat, guys. I'm just trying to catch up because I've been talking about the news for a bit, so I want to make sure I'm also seeing what you guys are saying. What we really... Oh, whoa, I lost the chat. What the heck? Oh, man. It scrolled me all the way to the top. That's not good. What we really need is realistic buses and crowding. You're in the wrong stream, bro. What we really need are gameplay updates. We don't need more graphics. We don't need buses. We don't need those things. We need gameplay updates, not more graphics, bro. You're in the wrong place. Sorry, but like I know there's people who think that, but that's not how I feel right now. You know, we've been getting a lot of graphical updates in this game for a long time, and we want to see some gameplay updates soon. Could you close LHR and start Sydney? Why not play both? I mean, most people don't close LHR. But like LHR is a solid airport, you know. Like I don't know. I still play LHR on my free-to-play account, Phat Airlines, and I also play Sydney. I play both, so I don't know. I wouldn't close down LHR because I feel like you get a lot more contracts there. It's better to get silver planes at LHR, easier. I mean, you could get some at Sydney too, but Sydney's it's taken me a long time to kind of progress through Sydney, especially since I don't have the premium pass there. All right, cool. That's caught up on chat, so that's awesome. Let us take a look at these tower managers. Yep, we need to extend them for another 20 minutes. We're at 1-to-1 ratio, but our queue over here is starting to get a little long. And luckily, all these planes are just oh, okay. I do have planes taxing to stands, so I do need to change the ratio. So that way we get more planes departing. So that way these planes can get to their stands. This A332 and this A333 P2F could get to their stands. So that way I can handle them. Because I can't handle them if they're taxiing. All right. Air Aviation, you need to calm down, bro. You need to calm down, Mr. Air Aviation. Please calm down. Be respectful or abandon you. Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to continue with the news. We got a model update. I forgot what the model update's about. Model update. Oh, yeah. Ha. Both 3D model Prague and A380 are done. I'm not sure exactly what the 100% that means. Let's see here. Is the L410 still planning to loosely come with Prague, or they might be separate? And will it coincide with the A380 model? No, it will follow. The 3D model is done, but the following steps will be done after L410. Is that the 3D model for Prague or the 3D model for A380? Both the 3D model of Prague and A380 are done. So who knows? Maybe this update's closer than we expect. Okay, what else we got? We got Prague sneak peek. I don't think we got an actual sneak peek though. But Tomas, Ruda, and the rest of the team are absolutely hammering away on Prague. The 3D team is now, this is a day ago, the 3D team has now handed over the airport model to the DevOps team, marking another important milestone in development. Ruda's already completed the 24 standard taxi route network and is now working on the taxi routes for the opposite runway direction. As you can imagine, Prague's a fairly complex airport, so there's a lot happening behind the scenes. To give you a small glimpse of what's coming, I'll be posting a few scenery cutouts and a sneak peek this Saturday. That's today, so I'm looking for his posts. I don't see any post. I did see a new post here, so we're gonna go to Charlie's post over here. Oh, I got a text message. Oh no, it's not important. Charlie has here, meet the team, the invisible magic behind World of Airports. When people think about World of Airports, they usually think about beautiful airports, detailed aircraft, realistic liveries, and stunning visuals. That's completely fair. They're the first things you notice, but the game's so much more. It's much more than what you can actually see on the screen. Behind every successful landing is a group of developers making sure the game actually works. The aircraft, airports, and animations would simply sit there if there wasn't an entire back-end infrastructure running behind the scenes. like your profile, your currencies. You couldn't do gold planes or airport packs. Airports and aircraft wouldn't be unlocked. Online contracts wouldn't exist, and I wouldn't be able to rescue your broken profiles when something goes wrong, says Charlie. Invisible team. So he's going to introduce two people that most players never hear about, David and Jindra. They're responsible for many of the systems that quietly keep World of Airports running every single day. The crazier the magic they perform, the less visible they become. They're also probably the shyest members of the team, but without their work, World of Airports simply wouldn't exist. Why do you have ads is another question we hear quite often. We know that most players aren't particularly fond of ads. Unfortunately, we tried paying Google with Wallers, silver planes, and even golden planes, but they insist on real money. That's funny. The servers, databases, cloud services, authentication systems, and many online services that keep World of Airports running all have real operating costs. Hold on. First off, let me pause here. Why do you have ads? People, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys play other free-to-play games on any mobile platform? Like, that's such a, I'm mind blown by that question. Why do you have ads? If you play any free-to-play game on your phone, they're gonna have ads. Like, that's just the standard, right? I just don't understand that question. Making a game is not free, especially a game like this. That's what he's getting into with his explanation. But like, my mind is blown by that question. Like, why do you have ads? It's free. All right, sorry. Anyways, imagine we own the server. Yeah, all this costs. Their stuff costs real money. A simple way to think about it is this: we own a billboard beside a highway. We provide the advertising space, but an advertising network decides which advertisement is displayed there. We only provide the space. We do not choose or control which individual advertisements you see. Our revenue comes from making that advertising space available, while the advertising provider is responsible for selecting and delivering the ads. It's more than just a billboard. All right, yeah. They could potentially get more revenue though by controlling which individual advertisements show up there instead of just letting Unity or whoever pick whatever ads go on there. But that's a lot more work too. Anyways, more than just the billboard. Recently, David completely rewrote and modernized our advertising system. The goal wasn't to display more ads. The goal is to make sure the entire system worked correctly, validates ad delivery properly, and communicates reliably with the advertising partners. It's one of those improvements that most players will never notice, but it's essential for keeping the game sustainable. I don't know, man. I've been having problems watching my free advertisement. Every once in a while, I click on this watch ad, and that's what I've been getting. No ad available at this moment. Oh, now it's working. That's great. Whoa, it's so loud. Are you guys hearing this? Oh my gosh, let's turn that off. All right, we're not trying to watch an ad. So, all right, now it's muted. All right, it's one of those improvements most players will never notice, but it's essential for keeping the game sustainable. Man, I'm so sad. I'm getting an ad for Wallers and not silver planes. It's whack. Anyways, the things you never see. Besides the advertising system, David and Jindra work on many of the services running behind the scenes, like back-end infrastructure, server infrastructure, databases, authentication, player profiles, online services, account recovery, server communication, cloud services, and countless other systems that keep the game running. These aren't features you find in devlog or screenshot, but every time you successfully log in, sync your profile, complete an online contract, recover your account, make a purchase, you're benefiting from work that happens almost entirely behind the scenes. So we'd like to say thank you to David and Jindra. They may not create the aircraft you fly, the airports you manage, but without them, none of it would ever leave the ground. And they're probably also the ones who create like the gameplay. I mean, anytime like a gameplay update has to happen, they're probably involved too, right? Because that has to do with the server and the server doing different changes and updates and interacting with with other players. So all right, no new posts other than that that meet the team from Charlie as of right now. So no airport, no Prague airport screenshots as of yet. And if I see them, I'll make sure I post them. I'll post the link to the forum in the Phat Airlines Discord, so you guys can take a look. And depending upon when that comes out, I might also send out and an email, because I know probably Monday, or maybe even not tomorrow. It's probably not going to happen tomorrow, but I think on Monday I want to do on Monday I want to send out a new email from the Phat Airlines email newsletter. So if you go to phatairlines.com, you could sign up for the newsletter there, because we send every once in a while we send out. This is such an annoying ad, man. I hate these ads too. I don't normally click on them, but anyways, every once in a while, it's like every 2 or 3 weeks, I send out an email with a contract, a guaranteed contract from me to one of your airports. And on the Phat Airlines Discord, I had a poll up a couple of days ago. We gotta go all the way to the bottom. Oh man, we had a poll up here. Is what's the next email giveaway you'd prefer? Likely from IAD, and you guys voted for the B74S. So I'm gonna be doing a email giveaway for the B74S probably on Monday, and if we got prog screenshots by then, I'll include it in the email as well. If not, you're just gonna get the email with the contract. All you gotta do is reply back to that email with your username and what airport you want it to. One airport. Come on, man. It's an expensive plane, and I don't have a lot of contract capacity, and there's thousands of people on the email list. So one airport, and I send it over your way. All right. What are we looking like over here before I add? We only got 4 planes waiting to arrive. It's 1 cargo, a D plane, 2 D planes. So yeah, we're definitely not anywhere near close to unlocking IAD today, but we are so close because we only have 1 level to go. I'm not going to extend those tower managers. And by the way, if in order to send a contract to my Phat Empire account, thank you for I appreciate the plane, Welsh Teresa. But for Phat Empire, there are some account rules that we follow when it comes to sending a plane to Phat Empire, and that is you have to be on Twitch, and on Twitch you have to do a Phat coin redemption, so that way you redeem in this case a S plane contract. If you redeem an S plane contract, which I don't see redeemed right now, you redeem an S plane contract, that will force me to accept your contract request. Even if I do not have contract capacity, I accept it. I buy whatever I need to buy in order to get you in there. I'm gonna have to cancel this contract with Daniel. This is unacceptable. How does this guy, and I pinged him on Discord too, how does this guy win the contract live on stream? He joined the giveaway live on stream and not accept it live on stream. I just don't get it. Mind blown. But I'm switching airports, so I'm gonna leave it there. But if it's still pending request next time I'm here, I'm gonna be so upset. But anyways, there's also a channel point redemption for Phat like S plane contract or Phat M plane contract. That's where I send you a contract. But also, you really don't. Most people shouldn't want to connect with this account because this is my stream only account. I only stream once a week, right? Sometimes twice a week, but most of the times it's once a week. And then like in the month of August, I'm canceling pretty much all of my Saturday streams because I have vacations and other obligations happening. And even September is looking weird for me too. So yeah, definitely, like, most players do not want to contract with this account. You can contract with my main account. My main account is the Phat Rican, THEPHATRICAN. That's my main account. I play LHR, I play IAD, I play BKK, I play HKG, and I play ZRH. Yeah, ZRH. I play those airports pretty frequently. I try to play them every day. Sometimes I got too many contracts that it may not feel like I play it every day. But I play those airports daily as much as I can. And it doesn't cost you anything to send me a contract there. I accept pretty much all the contracts on that account. Cool. Let's see here. I need to... What happened here? What's up, 4M-Town? What's up, Died Yuka? What do you get if you land? You get Pride. What's up, Ben? Ben says, will we get private jets anytime soon to WoA, like Cessna Citations or Gulfstreams? It's in their plans, but we don't have any timelines. So I don't know the answer to anytime soon is. but it was mentioned that it's something that they want to put in the game eventually. So who knows when eventually is going to happen, right? Maybe it'll be exposed in the next dev blog, because I know Kubasan is working on a developer blog, but we still don't have a new one out yet, so no clue. Just like Twitch, us poor people have to watch ads. No biggie, just miss out on Phat's content. You could, well, here's what I do. I have YouTube Premium, right? So, but I watch a lot of YouTube, so I buy YouTube Premium. But when I'm watching like a Twitch streamer, I'll open Twitch on one tab, and then I'll watch, so that way I can get my channel points, my Phat coins, and then on another tab I'll watch YouTube because I have YouTube Premium. You could also, if you watch a lot of Twitch streamers, you could also buy Twitch Turbo. That'll get you pretty much all of Twitch will be ad free for you, so you don't have to like just subscribe to me. I mean, you could also subscribe to me, and that gets you to be ad free, or you could get gifted a sub that gets it so you have everything's ad free for you as well. But what I'll do is, if I don't have Twitch Turbo, but I have YouTube Premium, and most of the people who are streaming on Twitch also stream live on YouTube. So I'll open their tab on Twitch, I'll mute the tab so that way I can get my channel points, and then I watch them on YouTube without ads. So I don't know, maybe that helps somebody out. All right, let's see here. Mert said, did I handle your Concord at Prague? I don't think so. I don't think I even saw it, bro. Let's take a look, because I did feel like there was like such a low amount of planes at Prague, even though I did play on Wednesday. I felt like I had like no arrivals, like no new planes here. And yeah, that's what, so let me see here. Maybe do I have to force close the game and reopen? Let's see. Mert is here. Mert said, did I handle his Concord? Let's see where it's at according to my game. It says it's at Leipzig. Oh, so I handled it on Wednesday. I'm not sure about if you handled it since Wednesday. That must have been what happened. Let me know, Mert, and what's it called? We could go back potentially. I mean, I spent 1 hour already talking on news. I want to go back to Sydney though. Sydney, I don't know how close we are to unlocking BKK. Let's see. We're pretty far. We're pretty far. Oh my gosh, really far. We're level 44, we need level 76, so we got a long way to go. So we definitely need to keep up the grind here. You forgot to hit the pushback button? No worries, bro. We could always hop back in there, and maybe we get a couple other planes coming in. I did see some arrivals. I didn't look at the timings for them. I probably should have, but yeah, we can definitely take a look there. All right, let's see here. I think I accepted the renewals. Nope, I did not. Oh, that's an hour ago, so that was not on me. And all right, we're handling. Let's change the day. Let's make it daytime here. I do have, ooh, look, that one's at 9 out of 10. There is a 9 out of 10 over here too, right? It's, I think, one of Sammy's playing. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. That might get me a full level. All right, let's keep going. Can I update the levels of Captain Phat? I don't know what that means, bro. You want an update on Captain Phat? Yeah, we can go there later. You know, we do Captain Phat streams during the week. We've been doing them. It's no webcam, no microphone. I'm just playing Captain Phat on stream. We've been doing them during the week, so you can kind of see live exactly what's happening. Those are only on Twitch because like it's not great YouTube content, but Twitch is great for engagement because we have channel commands in there, so you can control the camera. There's a lot of cool things you could do during Captain Phat streams. We even started playing marbles on stream, because like whenever I have a plane to give a fleet plane and I want to give it to somebody, but I'm not sure who to give it to, we instead of doing like a random selection or going to Discord, we join a marbles game, and whoever comes in first place in that race wins. It's pretty cool. All right, we want to do player news next. So every Saturday we also talk about the player news. On the Phat Airlines Discord, we have a player news channel where people can post what's happening in their game. We go back and we read what's happened for the past week through the time we played. We did read this one from Hammy, but last time, but I'm not sure if we read this from Cats. This is a little outdated because they said no playtime on the 29th, but now you know. We have from HKG Main Hub that they're making no money at Hong Kong at this point, so they're changing planes for future airports. Contracts end if inactive for 2.5 weeks without notice. Applies to all unlocked aircraft. Does not apply to aircraft not yet unlocked. I don't understand that. You can't send fleet planes if they're not unlocked. Oh, okay. Maybe like from a premium pass or something. Oh, for locked aircraft, contracts end if inactive for 1.5 weeks without notice. This is from HKG Main Hub. Route restrictions from Hong Kong. So here's some of their route restrictions. Interesting. And they are converting some planes so that way they can get some better XP, better range, and higher revenues. We'll open that here. Look at this. If you're having money problems, this is a very bad idea. Which is, it's quoting to convert the 77W to the 77L. Yeah, 77L has better range, but definitely not better revenues. They can go to more places, but you're gonna lose money. That's part of the reason why World Airports didn't want you to be able to send your planes to destinations that would be unprofitable, because they didn't want people being in a scenario where they weren't making money. But enough of the community complained, and now we see posts like this where people aren't making money, and then people are switching planes to non-efficient planes. Well, we'll see what happens, right? We got Ginger Jesus' third streaming account. Ginger Jesus streams, and they post on the self-promo channel when they stream, so you can check them out. Their third account, Ginger Jesus 64, is ready for accepting planes. Inspired by Phat Empire and Captain Phat, nice. Attach the image with the restrictions I placed upon that account. If you're able, please feel free to send planes to any available airport on that account, sticking to the maximum planes per account limit. Handling will be sporadic, but airports will be handled eventually. If you have planes knocking about and aren't too fussed about how often they are handled, please send them here. I only have select airports open available currently, but on Friday this week, every airport will be available. Oh, that's yesterday. Planes are currently required at those airports, pretty much all of them. Hope to see your planes soon. The viewers will choose the airport played for that stream via a poll of 4 at the beginning of stream. Out of 4 options given by a spin the wheel, new poll will be created if no planes are left to handle out of 3 remaining options. I was thinking about doing something like that, but 1, I don't have enough airports like that, and 2, I sometimes do let you guys pick which airport we're playing. The played airport will not be an option for the following streams poll. I typically do that, but I've stopped doing that. Viewers can redeem Ginger Pips, nice, for planes. However, this will be dependent on plane wallet availability. Viewers vote on plane unlocks and on liveries. Any airport will be playable. Exclamation point drop wins will result in planes from my main account, not from my stream account. And planes received as a level rewards will be given away on stream via spin the wheel. Offline planes enabled, but PC only while not streaming, therefore limited. Max 2 incoming player per account at small airports, max 3 incoming planes per account at medium airports, and max 4 per account at large airports. Small, medium, large. There you go. What does that mean? Minus 77, or yeah, anything less than 70. Medium 71 to 120. Is that the price? I don't know. Cool. Yeah, I'll try to send you some planes too, Brand. Voitando's not playing, but they probably are back. Going back there Saturday. That's today, I think. Expect close to none handling, while the week after, I don't know how much I'm going to play. Fleeting Negligence is restarting Innsbruck. I'm enjoying Innsbruck these days as it's my smallest airport. I can handle it without needing hours. Yeah, that's actually a really cool like thing about Innsbruck. But like, I think the hours, like taking hours to handle planes, has to do with like how many planes you have. Because like it could take me hours to play Innsbruck because there's only like 11 stands, and I have like 200 contracts there. So yeah, it takes me a while sometimes to play Innsbruck. I'm playing Innsbruck daily until the end of this week. After that, it'll be more like 2 or 3 times a week per handling. Please don't spam the airport with planes. 1 to 2 planes per player per size is fine. I have 29 slots free now. I'm building my own fleet. I can send B to those airports, C to those airports, and D to MSY and St. Martin. Handling needs to be once every 7 days or contracts will get canceled. Nice. Delta A350. I will be changing my name to Detroit Spotter. I don't know if you spelled Detroit wrong or if that's on purpose, but Detroit Spotter. If it gets rife out of your contracts, just send them. This will be happening today. Okay, interesting. Pat will be on vacation. I started the stream with this. I'm also posted it here on Discord, so that way people can you can reference it back in case you don't watch the stream. But I'll be on vacation for many days in August, so my playtime will be changing. Dates from August 7th to August 15th. I'm gonna have very limited playtime. May not have internet. The Phat Rican is the only account I'll be playing. No Phat Airlines and no Captain Phat. Captain Phat is my PC account, so like I don't have a PC that's not a desktop. So, yep, not playing it. And then August 16th, August 21st, playtime will increase but still be reduced compared to normal. The Phat Rican gaming only with the occasional Phat Airlines gaming. Streams on August 8th and 15th are canceled due to vacation. Stream on the 29th is canceled due to obligations. I'm going to make it up by adding midweek streams when possible. I need to add here also the 22nd. So pretty much every single stream in August is or Saturday stream is canceled. British Southeastern is back home and they can play Hong Kong again. Nice. Welcome back. Karltev is taking a break from WoA for this month and next from July 29th to August 1st. Very limited because they're going to be in the mountains. And from August 2nd to August 8th, they'll still be less than usual gameplay time. We got a Sea Viper, Grand Budget 38. Their internship is finished, but the new semester is hectic, so they're going to try to play as much as they can, but not as much as they used to play. Understandable. Well, congrats on finishing that internship. That's pretty cool. I know that's tough. I never did internships. I only did like paid jobs, but yeah. Still, I know how tough it is, especially like you're trying to do school at the same time as like doing a regular job, and depending upon like where you're interning, sometimes those jobs are like actual jobs. It's not like just like getting somebody coffee, you know. What's up, Jaffet? Am I late? I guess. Started an hour ago, but no, we're still here. Mert said, sad to say that bug may have come back. I looked at my Leipzig and there was no Concorde. Alright, we have to look. I'm going to have to look at my Prague and see if I have a schedule set. Because I've realized this past few weeks, after people pointed it out to me, that there have been planes that that people sent my way and I have not been handling. But the strange part to me is that it was happening at like my main airports, like IAD. And IAD is an airport that I play regularly. I play almost every single day. So it was very strange for me to hear that I haven't or to see a screenshot of my username with someone's plane not being handled for 100 days at IAD, at my IAD. So I was shocked. I was confused. I did not know what was happening. I thought, something had to be wrong, right? Because like there are times where I play IAD all the way until I have like 10 planes waiting to land. You know, I'm never gonna have 0 planes waiting to land in the airport because I have non-player planes too. So by the time I finish handling all the player planes, those non-player planes come back. So yeah, it's gonna be really tough for me to have 0 planes waiting to land. But even with those like 10 to 20 planes waiting to land, it wasn't one of those planes that were waiting 100 days. So what I found out from you guys posting in the chat is that sometimes the schedule feature will unintentionally like just prevent planes from landing. I'm not sure exactly how or why the bug happens, or why does resetting the schedule fix it. But what I did at my IAD was I just reset the schedule. I got rid of everything, any schedule I had in place, even though I don't have all the planes scheduled, any schedule I had in place. And one of those planes was a scheduled plane, by the way. I got rid of all the schedules, and then suddenly that plane, I saw it landing and I was able to handle it. So I'm wondering if that's the same thing that's happening here on my Phat Empire account. So we're gonna, after we're done here at Sydney, I'm gonna check Prague real quick and reset my schedule and see what happens there. Alright, this is cool. We're making progress here. I don't think we're gonna get another level here. It would be really nice though if we get level 46, especially since I'm not gonna be super active. I definitely need to add in some more Phat Empire streams, because the #1 way to not get gold planes and to not get new airports is to not play the game, right? But best way to kind of level up quickly, and to get, you know, silver planes and gold planes faster, is to play a little bit every single day. We did that in the month of April this year, where I did a stream every single day throughout the month of April, and we had like almost 40,000, maybe 50,000 silver planes. I was buying the daily silver or the daily gold plane because I had so many silver planes and I was earning so much. Now I can't do that because I'm only playing 1 day a week. So I'm only buying the 10 gold planes for 10,000 silver planes. If you can't afford 10,000 silver planes for 10 gold planes, then you definitely can't afford the 1 gold plane for 1,500. I know I have 15,000 silver planes and I could technically afford it, but I can't, because essentially I need to spend 10,000 for the 10 gold planes. If you're doing anything more than that, you're wasting your silver planes, until you're at a point where you're able to buy them every single day. If you're able to like replenish your silver planes and get that, and that's usually by playing every single day, then you can go ahead and buy the daily gold plane, the 1 gold plane. But until that point, nobody should be buying the 1 gold plane until they reach, like, let's say 40 or 50,000 silver planes. And if you're playing daily, it makes it even easier to get those silver planes. So that's my my gold plane, silver plane rant for today. We're looking good here. Ooh, I should definitely have gone to the hearted planes first. Like this one here. This one needs to get out of here. This one's going to who? To Hammy at Hong Kong. Nice. Thank you, Hammy. This is, oh, Foxtrot Airlines at 9 out of 10. That's awesome. And this is a renewal with Rick Rashid. Nice. All right, cool. We're going to do this. We're going to put Mertz plane first, because that's at 8 out of 10 versus the other ones. And all right, let's keep going with player news. I got distracted by something. Ultra finished player contracts, and the last player contract left on my account, Phat Airlines A388 to Leipzig. From this point on, I can play freely without having to worry about anyone else. I know Ultra said they were just not doing any more player contracts going forward. I asked them about it, why, and it's because like they didn't want to feel like they had to play. I I told them, like, there's certain players, like, for example, me, my main account, I don't typically care how often you play. I only cancel contracts after like 180 days, because at that point I just think you quit. You know, if you don't play the game or that airport in 180 days, you probably quit the game. So then I can send that to somebody else. But for the most part, it doesn't matter to me how often you do or don't handle. But sometimes, you know, people, you got that in your back of your mind that, like, you're letting somebody else down, or you're holding onto their planes, you're holding their planes hostage, and you just gotta not do it. So good luck to him. We got Jory Gamer maxed out Innsbruck and CNN. Nice, congratulations. They're trying to max out Bari and trying to unlock IAD. Foxtrot Airlines unlocked a new account, created a second account. If 2 planes per player are enough for now, the IGN is Foxtrot American. I'll tell you later how I got the name. From my main account, nothing will change, so I got the second account on my old phone. My main account is on my new main phone and on PC. Nice. Foxtrot American is basically one day in a game called the Airline Simulator. I noticed that I have next to no traffic in North and South America. And since I wanted to create a second airline anyways, I created my second airline, Foxtrot American. The hub was IAD in San. I started connecting America with it. So yeah, the whole name was inspired to my second airline in Airline Simulator. That's cool. Captain Phat. All right, here's a Captain Phat. Some news for you guys about Captain Phat. I did unlock CNN. CNN you can only unlock by buying the airport. So that's why we decided to during stream on the 30th. What was that, Thursday? To unlock CNN. So here are my rules for that airport, because my Captain Phat account is my players only account. It's also I'll show you. It's also my PC account, so I'm only playing it on PC. But we also have, it's only players only. And in order to, like, make sure that I'm not, like, spammed by one single player and that I'm not overloaded, and also kind of stays a little bit of a challenge, I put in some rules for each airport for myself to follow, so that way I'm not, you know, overloaded by a single player. I'm not relying on one single player more than another, and everybody has a chance to send me a contract. So that's Captain Phat. That's my PC account, my Android account, and my rules at CNN are 1 passenger plane per player per size. So you can send me an A plane. Oh, you can't. No plane. You can send me a C plane, a D plane, a C and a D plane. Oh, and a B plane. There are some B planes that can make it, right? So you can send me a B plane, a C plane, and a D plane. You can send me 1 cargo plane per player per size, which is a C plane, D plane, or E plane. Or sorry, a B, C, or D plane, and then 1 extra passenger or cargo plane per player on size D for VIPs, reliable contract partners. I think I might change that to be like any size for VIPs. I just, you know, VIPs, you guys are the ones who help support the channel, either through, you know, becoming members or subscribers, or, you know, just being active in the Discord community. So I want to give you guys some extra benefits as a thank you for, you know, supporting me and supporting the community here. So that's what I do here. You can send me a request. I'm not playing CNN right now. I'm at IAD, but I'll be there shortly. Cheshire Orange is closing San Diego. Only existing contracts will be completed. This is the last single runway airport to do apart from St. Martin, which is nearly done. Oh, cool. My B748 OK GFB from the Phat Empire account provided the final XP required. That's a Mert. I don't know, Mert, if you're still here, but if Cheshire Orange handled OK GFB, and OK is the call sign from Prague, right? Think, right? OK is Prague. Then I should have this plane coming back to my airport complete to me, right? Because when it's my fleet plane going to somebody else, it'll say 10 out of 10 for me, but then it still gets sent out. It goes to the other player. The other player handles it. The other player gets their reward if they handle it in green, and then it comes back to me, and then I get my reward if I handled it in green. So I think something might be happening here. I might need to refresh my game or something. But yeah, when I did log in this morning, I was like, man, I hate to say this, but I was like, I was disappointed that like nobody sent me planes from Wednesday to today. But I didn't even think that it could have been a bug. I should have thought it could have been a bug. But yeah, let me drink some water or some coffee real quick, and we'll go from there. I wonder what is the difference with buying the chain points between L. Oh, the L plane contract and Phat L plane contract. Well, L plane contract is where you send me an L plane and I accept it, and that's for Phat Empire account only. If you want to send me a plane to my main account, the Phat Rican, or my players only account, Captain Phat, you can even send a plane to my free to play account, but that one is like a casual, very casual gameplay account. It's my free to play account though. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do any redemptions. So L plane is where you send me a plane and I accept your contract. Phat L plane is where I send you a plane. I buy a plane and I send it your way. All right, let us see here. What's up, Zyrox? Nice to see you, bro. CJ Bay said no pressure contracts here. I got most airports to take all planes. We'll send planes with no pressure to play. Well, that's because you're in the top 100, bro, right? We're almost done with player news. We're going to get to top 100. But I see your name on that top 100. And I think a lot of the players who are in the top 100 are very similar to like the what you're saying as well. I'm the same way, right? Like, I don't care how often you handle. You know, just we want to, you know, timely accept the contract and renewals, and just handle whenever. And the only reason I have a 180 day, you know, cutoff is so that way I can just send that plane to somebody else. Yeah, because I think if you haven't played in half a year, it's a safe assumption that you're probably not going to play for a while. And if you do, we could just always restart fresh, and you probably deserve to. You're welcome, man. I don't even know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you an LOL, but I don't know if that's upsetting to you. I know, like, when people see my name, the Phat Rican, they say like the Patrician. They say they want to call me. They don't want to call me Phat, but I'm like, nah, it's cool because you're calling me Phat with a PH. You know, just don't call me Phat with an F. And then you know, sometimes they call me Rican. But like a lot of people get it wrong. It doesn't bother me anymore. But I'm like, oh, man, can people add letters in my username? I probably did that to you too. It's fine, no worries. All right, appreciate you. All right, let's keep going with the player news because I want to go back to to Prague and see what is happening that I'm not getting these contracts. Because if Cheshire Orange handled my plane with the call sign OK GFB and it's not back in my airport, then where is it? All right, HKG main hub is closing Nagoya for good. They're closing it permanently. They're going to finish all contracts but not renewing and not accepting them. So if you have a contract with Nagoya, please feel free to redirect it to Hong Kong, Sydney, or CNN. And then fleeting negligence is back to WoA. You were gone, bro? Oh yeah, you were on vacation, right? I felt like I still saw your planes, but maybe I just had a lot of planes that I didn't handle for a while. I don't know. You know, I'm learning about this scheduling bug, which seems kind of major. I'm gonna probably have to create a video about it. Probably like clip stuff from today's stream. Anyways, fleeting negligence is back to WoA. After my vacation, I'm back on WoA. IAD in Hong Kong have already been fully handled. Muscat's pre-landed, and Zurich is on the list for today. That's actually today too. So every player will see their plane back by this evening. A small list of airports that I play. They play IAD, Hong Kong, Zurich 3 or 5 times per week. IAD's fleet only, Hong Kong and Zurich are open for contracts. Muscat, Innsbruck 1 to 3 times per week. And LHR is one time every 2 to 3 weeks. Second account, name change due to Google being Google. From Large Cliff 33 to Sabena Airlines 2000 or 2001615. The hubs on second account are San Diego, IAD, Nagoya, and they're handling 2 to 4 times per week. Nice. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. All right, let me quickly check in with the forum before we move on to the leaderboards. All right, cool. No prog screenshots on the forum. Not yet. Not posted by Charlie. It might be somewhere else, but I'm not going to go there yet. All right, cool. Whew. That's another one, TJ. TJ said more like Patrician. Yeah, but where did that I come from after the C? That's what I don't get. You know, like, I can understand if there was an I anywhere after C in Rican, but there is no I after the C. So it's like, that's what what confuses me is when people add letters. Like, but I get it too, because I sometimes do it too, but then I correct myself because I'm like, even when I'm reading I don't know if hyperactive is still here, but like, I realized the other day I was reading it as hyperactive, but it's like high 3 per active. That's their name. Yeah, I think they're still here, or they were here recently. So like, yeah, it's high 3 per active. It's not just hyperactive. So technically, I'm skipping a whole part of their name. It was weird before I heard you say it. Hey, that's funny. If you redeem Phat Empire, can you send to my Hong Kong? If there's a plane, I think, yeah, there's planes that can go from Sydney to Hong Kong, right? An M plane. What is it? An A21NY? And I think I have that unlocked anyways. If you want me, I'm checking because you asked. But normally you could just just buy it, and we'll be able to do it. But this to Hong Kong, yeah, it can go there without even configuration. Yeah, you can do it, but just keep in mind, you know, this is my stream only account, right? So like, you're not gonna have the most active partner. You know, I don't play Sydney every stream. Right now I'm playing Prague every stream because I'm trying to unlock IAD because we're so close. And Sydney's gonna, you know, kind of ramp back up as well because we're so far, right? We're 45 and we need like level 70 something in order to get there. So we need to like make progress. But yeah, not necessarily the best account to partner with, I would say. But I am doing a giveaway on phatairlines.com. If you sign up for the email newsletter, we're doing probably on Monday a new email that's going to go out, and everybody who replies back is going to get a B74S to one of their airports. It's going to come from IAD. I don't know which airports the 74S can go to from IAD, but sign up on phatairlines.com today if you're not already signed up, because you can get a contract from me, and it's completely free. And every single person that replies back gets a plane. When it comes to these larger planes, though, sometimes I do have an expiration date because one, it's a lot of wallers, but I think I have like 40 million wallers at IAD or something, so I think I'm good on the wallers part. And it's a lot of contract capacity, but I also think I have like 300 contract capacity available at IAD, so I don't think that's a problem either. But I still put an expiration date because I like to move on to the next email giveaway, and I don't move on to the next email giveaway until I'm done with the last giveaway. So yeah, all right, cool. Let us are we doing a drop? Let's go. Let me join. Hopefully I'm not too late. So we did the player news. Now we're going to do the World of Airports leaderboard. So every Saturday I also like to go through the leaderboards, the World of Airports leaderboards, because I like to see how people move and how I'm moving as well in the leaderboards. My main account is the Fat Rican, but also seeing how much the top 3 players kind of play, how much they move every single day. I know one of my suggestions that I would like to see in the game is I would like to see, you know, seasonal leaderboards making a debut in World of Airports, because I know some of you guys are new players, but it may feel like it's impossible to get into the top leaderboards. But don't don't think it's impossible, because I know Ginger Jesus here. I think it was Ginger Jesus. Let me know if I'm wrong, or was it Karotiki? I think it was Ginger Jesus, but Ginger Jesus, I think, started playing the game like less than a year ago or something, and they're in the top 100 for some of these leaderboards. So it is definitely possible. All right. Maybe not top 10, right? But like, that's also why I want to see seasonal leaderboards. But yeah, we go through the iOS and Android leaderboards. iOS and Android have their own separate leaderboards. They're not combined. So we go through both of them. I have iOS here on my iPad, and then I have Android on my PC through Google Play Games Beta, because I play World of Airports on my PC using the official way to play, using Google Play Games Beta. So we're gonna do both. We're gonna look at both of the leaderboards, and we're gonna start here on iOS at the handled passenger leaderboard. Now, one thing to keep in mind is when we look at the leaderboards, we always change the filter to this week. We do that because a couple of reasons. One, I like to compare myself with active players, but two, I like to also make sure my statistics are correct. There was a period of time where 3.0 or where World of Airports accidentally wouldn't let you switch accounts. And essentially, I was logged into Phat Empire, but I was playing the Phat Rican, and Phat Empire absorbed essentially the data, the leaderboard results from my main account, the Phat Rican. So you'll see here it says 156 million handled passengers, but in reality, I only have 25 million handled passengers. Not bad, but not 120 something, right? So we go to this week so we can look at people who are playing actively this week. If somebody has not played World of Airports in the last 7 days, they will not show up on this list. It's actually very possible. Let's say Dragon Cathay doesn't play for a whole week. Flying Puck would be number one, right? But then Dragon Cathay could come back, 2 weeks from now, and they'll be back to number one, all right? So that could happen. You probably see it happen in some of the lower ranks. We haven't really seen that happen in the top 3 too often. But here we go. We got handled passengers. On iOS, we got Dragon Cathay as number 1 with 794 million passengers. Flying Puck is number 2 at 533 million. And Telephone Booth is number 3 at 440 million. Freezeman, we know Freezeman 24. Freezeman is number 4 at 321 million, almost even. We also got Unholy Cumulus at 260 million, number 7. We have Sammy. Sammy is number 14 at 203 million. I'm over here at number 16 at 196 million. Sammy, you surpassed me like 2 or 3 weeks ago, bro. That's cool. I don't think I saw Sammy in chat today though, but it's pretty nice. I'm trying to keep up, but I know Sammy has a bunch of A3, a bunch of larger planes, whereas I just keep a variety of planes. I just buy a bunch of them. We got David Elliott. I haven't seen him in chat in a while, but I'm seeing their planes again, so I'm happy to see that. I got 190 million passengers handled, ranked 19. We got who else? Cookie Cooker 55 is ranked 49 with 135 million. We got TJ Bay. See, I was talking about TJ Bay. I was like, yeah, he's top 100. That's why he don't care. But no, TJ Bay has 121 million passengers handled, ranked 61. Ginger Jesus over here, 116 million passengers at rank 70. Let me pause for a second here because I see my tower managers are about to expire. Don't want them to expire, because if they expire and you have to renew them, you have to pay a little bit more, because you're paying to start up the tower managers instead of just renewing the tower managers. So it's slightly more silver planes, but when I only have like 16,000, I want to try to avoid spending silver planes when extra silver planes when I don't have to, so let me just handle planes and claim these rewards. Get these planes handling, because I got 81 handling crew available. So let's get this going, so that way that can happen in the background. Being efficient, all right, so we got who else do we know? And at rank 100, we got Adam Tetuan at 103 million passengers handled. All right. Next up, we're gonna go. Let me see chat real quick. Hello, LOL. Peace out, man. Hyperactive is here. He says, yeah, it is hyperactive. Just ignore the 3. Yeah. That's what I did, but then I actually like read it out loud, and I'm like, wait, I've been saying it wrong the entire time. And look at that, just like that, we got an extra 10,000 silver planes. That's really nice. TJ Bay said, I just slammed my hand into my forehead, like, huh, the Phat Rican. Yeah, I think that happens to a lot of people when they read my name, like especially like streamers. On Twitch though, I have my name capitalized, so I have you know, the T and the capitalized, the P and Phat capitalized, and R and Rican capitalized. Some people still get it wrong. Maybe they don't see the caps, I don't know. But when it's like on YouTube or something, a lot of people like when I don't like try to correct people, because it's like, it's not about me when I'm joining people's streams. Like, who cares if you're saying my name wrong? At least that's how I feel right now. Anyways, all right. Okay, we did the leaderboard here. We did handled passengers. Let's go to Android, and we're gonna go to handled passengers, right? Handled passengers on Android. So we have here, I brought it up. Oh, let's turn off studio mode real quick. Fade. There we go. You guys see it on YouTube, so we're good here. So this is the Android leaderboard. Again, we have to switch to this week. And we got the handled passengers leaderboard. So we got Stardust Airlines is rank 1 with 628 million. We got France Japan rank 2. France Japan rank 2, 486 million. And Aldi Air is rank 3, 444 million. We got Euroland Airways is rank 7, 309 million. We got ISL SOA 6, rank 16, 229 million. We got Hammy at rank 21, 202 million. That's interesting, right? I always find it interesting. I'm going to pause for a second, because Hammy is ranked 21 at 202 million on Android, but I am rank, what, 19? No, 16, but I have 196 million. So like, I'm higher up in the ranking on iOS, but I have lower handle passengers. I just, you know, that's why that's why in the past I used to work on a combined leaderboard, so we actually had like an actual like who was rank 1, but like nobody would watch that. I'm thinking about like for my website for phatairlines.com doing a combined leaderboard, but it was also a lot of effort. I like going through it on stream, and we can kind of just compare from there. But yeah, Hammy's ranked 21. I'm ranked 16, or whatever it was. And yeah, I'm ranked 16, and I have lower handle passengers. Just interesting. All right. Anyways, let's keep going. We got Kronos WoA and Laura123Q and Mike. Kronos WoA is rank 43 with 141. Loro is rank 44 with 139 mil, and Mike is rank 46 with 138 million. You might know Mike now as Halix. We got Amit Mert K, rank 61, 129 million, followed by Sunrise Air, rank 62, 129 million. Mert is at 129.3. Sunrise is 129.2. We got Brian Person, rank 78, 112 mil. And at rank 100, we got D4, my 81 DS Discord, Cassiel 81. Sorry, D4, my 81 Discord, Cassiel 81 is rank 100 at 98.9 million. All right. Next up is handled airplanes. Okay, Basumi, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. All right, handled airplanes. We're still on this week. We got Stardust Airlines is number 1. This is your total handled airplanes, by the way. It's not like how many airplanes you handled this week. It might be confusing, right? But it's not that. It's this total. France Japan is at 1 million, and Aldi Air is ranked 3 with 844,000. Euroland Airways is ranked 4, 778,000. We got Hammy Express. Hammy is ranked 17 with 492,000. Good time for coffee. I see Mike at rank 45, 306,000. Mert, rank 48, 301,000. Kronos WoA, rank 54, 292,000. Sunrise Air, rank 59, 277,000. Tony Airways, rank 91, 233,000. And at rank 100, we got Brian Person with 228,151. All right, let us go now to iOS. iOS, we got Dragon. Hold on. Gotta handle planes, you know. That's why we're playing. That's why we're playing, right? All right. On iOS, we got at number 1, Dragon Cathay, 1.4 million. We got number 2, oh, by the way, we are in this week. We got number 2, we got Telephone Booth, 1.1 mil. And number 3, we got Flying Park at 968,000. Freezeman's number 4, 890,000. Unholy Cumulus, number 5, 587,000. That's such a big gap between 4 and 5. I'm number 7. That's cool. 501,000. You see, like, I handle, like, I don't, that's why I do so much handling of planes. I don't just handle, like, large planes. I don't just buy large planes. That's why, like, this is the one that I'm, like, I don't know how I'm going to reach 1 million, but, I guess with, like, 2,000 contracts in LHR, I'll get there. But we got David Elio, rank 8 at 477,000. Cookie Cooker is ranked 15, 416,000. Sammy is ranked 21, 386,000. TJ Bay is up here too. Wow, at rank 26 at 358,000. Ginger Jesus is up there at rank 73, 253,000. And at rank 100, we got Marcel Tiger at 232,000. All right, next up, we're going to do handled cargo and tons. This is the leaderboard I'm trying to, like, improve on. I think, like, last week I was, like, 52 or something. And this is the leaderboard I'm trying to, like, improve my ranking. Kind of, I want to eventually be in the top, like, 25. Because, like, all the other leaderboards, I'm top 25. At least on iOS, maybe not in the world, right? But on iOS, I'm top 25. But this one, I'm like 52. So I'm hoping I've been making my way, because I did an email giveaway from Hong Kong with an A346. I've been playing Leipzig a lot more frequently as well. And I with the new filters, you know, we have these new filters that came out, what, in 3.6.1 or something. Or was it .2? It doesn't matter. It came out recently. You can filter to just cargo planes. And you can, like, choose what sizes and stuff like that. You could do multiple filters, I would say. So I've been doing, like, a lot of filtering when it comes to handling planes. So I'm hoping that my hard work, my hard gaming is paying off here. We'll see. So at rank 1, we got Telephone Booth, 73 million tons. Freezeman is ranked 2, 51 million tons, and Dragon Cathay is number 3 at 46 million tons. We got Flying Park is ranked 14 at 14.8 mil. Sammy ranked 16, and David Elio is ranked 17. Sammy's at 13.8. David Elio is at 13.7. Sammy, I need to know your secret, bro. Where am I? Oh my gosh, did I go down in the ranking? I'm a 65. Look at that. At 6.4. Maybe I wasn't 50 last week. I don't know. But I'm ranked 65 at 6.4 million tons. Man, I need to play more cargo. I think the next giveaway after the B70 what is it, 74S that we're going to give away is going to be more cargo. We're going to give away a ton of cargo because you guys are going to help me get to this the top 50 there, and then the top 25. But at rank 100, we got that guy at 5.346 million tons. All right, let's go into Google, and then after Google, we're going to figure out why do I have no planes waiting for arrival. All right, for number one, handled cargo in tons, we got Stardust Airlines, rank 159 million tons. We got Chifer None is now rank 2 at 25 million, and Torpedo Perry is rank 3 at 24 million. We got France Japan is ranked 12 at 14 million. Kronos WoA is ranked 15 with 11.8 million. Hami's ranked 18 at 10.9 million. And Euroland Airways is ranked 20 at 10.3 million. Sunrise Air is ranked 28, 8.9 million. Manika is ranked 39 at 7.3 million. Amit Merc K is ranked 47 at 6.6 million, followed by Hyperactive WoA ranked 49 at 6.2 million. Laura 123Q is ranked 62, 5.3 million. Tony Airways ranked 67, 5.1 million. And then at rank 100, we got Norman Liu 1216 with 4.1 million. All right, let us take a break real quick from the leaderboards real quick, because I don't have a schedule here at Sydney, right? We there's nothing for me to reset, but I want to go back to Prague for a quick second here, because there's two planes I should have. One plane is a Concorde from Amit Merc K, from their Leipzig, and that Concorde in my list here, it says it's at his Leipzig, but when Mert went into their account, it wasn't there, right? So according to him, or according to them, it's at my airport. According to here, it's at their airport. So where is it? Let's take a look if we have a schedule here. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's a Flamingo Concorde. Okay, so that's not a Merc Concorde. And what's the other one? Stand 61. So I do have a schedule. What? Okay, let's reset the schedule here. Let's look over here. I see no Concorde arriving. I guess maybe I have to force close the game and reopen it. Which is very unfortunate if that's what I have to do every single time. Because like sometimes I don't force close the game and reopen it. But let us see. I do know scheduling also causes a problem, but that wasn't today's problem. But let's go right here into Prague and see what's happening. Wow. We went from 11 arrivals to 55. That is crazy. No Concorde. Oh, wait. It's right here. Oh, no. It's somewhere. Yeah, we got plenty of Concordes now. That is crazy. We're going to continue here at Prague then. That is actually a big shame, because we might have been able to get... Well, let's see. We might have been able to unlock IAD today. Here's one plane that could be complete. Two planes. Three. There's your Concorde, Mert. 4. Yep, this is the plane that got Cheshire Orange to max out San Diego that I didn't receive. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna get IAD if I handle those planes? Let's turn off or pause the delivery manager. Let me manually assign these planes. That way I can assign the ones that are like at 9 out of 10, like this one. That way I can manually assign those. And let's see if we can get IAD. Let's actually, let me see if I can set up a prediction. I think that's a cool prediction. Are we going to unlock IAD? And this is gambling. Are we going to unlock IAD? Now, if you guys are paying attention, you might be able to do the math real quick. I'm not going to go through the list of planes again because like I don't want to like rig it any more than it might already be. But wait, are we going to unlock ID today? Here we go. Yes, no. All right, you guys can gamble your channel points if you want. You don't have to, but I figure might be a fun situation. You guys on Twitch have this opportunity. It's 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to put in a prediction. If you guys are correct in the prediction, then you get the channel points from all the people who are incorrect, and you share the pot, right? So it's a fun little thing, but just interested to see what you guys want to vote on that. Go for it. Maybe put 10 points, or the more points you put in, also the more points you're going to get back if you win. But also if you lose, then you don't get those points back. But hey, we're doing Captain Phat streams during the week. Join the Phat Airlines Discord, because I post my stream schedule on Discord. If you go to Phat Airlines Discord, you go to announcements, you'll see here I have my stream schedule posted here, and on the stream schedule here, Discord will actually convert this into your time zone, so that way you could see that, like for me, today's stream is from 11 to 2, right? That's my time. But if you're in your Discord account, it'll show up in your time. So that's really convenient and awesome. So just something you might want to do and take a look at. That way you can get your channel points back if you lose, or if you win, you can get more. And that's how you get contracts with Phat Empire, spending your channel points. And we are... I know people have been asking. I do need to put back the VIP redemption, but the VIP redemption on Twitch is going to get more and more expensive after every single time somebody redeems it. And it does have I do pause it for a little bit afterwards, so that way we don't like spam it. But anyways, yeah, it is kind of crazy, right, TJ Bay? TJ Bay said, I've been sending you cargo Phat, trying to get my numbers there too. Nice. Hyperactive said the cargo leaderboard takes quite a while. Hidden said you should friend your other accounts so you can easily compare between them. That's a good idea. I should probably friend some of you guys too. I just don't want to dox myself by accident, so we'll have to see what we'll have to see what's given away. But yeah, that's a good idea, Hidden. What's up, Hidden? Nice to see you, bro. What's up, hockey fan? Oh, Sai did redeem the Phat M plane contract. Yo, Sai, I'm gonna do that after stream, or after we're done handling the hearted planes here at Prague. But no worries, man. I will take care of you, or I will refund you. But my goal is to not have to refund. It's to take care, you know. So no worries. I'm gonna send you to a plane. I'm sorry I missed it, bro. I just got I need to put it on a sound alert for me or something when that happens. I have a sound alert for ads, so I know when ads happen, so I try not to like make too many interesting things happen during ad space. But at the same time, some of you guys are still here during ads, so I want to, you know, I don't want it to be dead during ads either. But anyways, I need to do, that's on me. But don't worry, I got you. Will I stream Phat Empire on Wednesday again next week? Probably not. Let me look at my calendar real quick. So like this week is going to be weird. I don't know when I'm going to do Phat Empire. If I do Phat Empire, it might be on Thursday, but I need to pack. You know, I need to figure out when I'm going to be doing some of my packing. I know Captain Phat stream is definitely happening on Monday. I have it on my calendar already. I don't have anything on my calendar for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday yet. Friday is I'm gonna be traveling, so Friday's a no-go. So yeah, I need to just figure out, because I got a haircut on Thursday, and also, here's a little update, life update on me. So about like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I bought a new suit. because I did not fit into any of my other suits. And that was like when I was like 200 pounds, right? So I bought a new suit, and it was interesting because I told the guy when I was buying the suit that I really didn't want to buy a suit until I lost my weight. But I kept telling myself that for years, and I never lost the weight. So I'm like, here I am because I need a suit. Now, here I am now, a year or two later, buying a suit again. Or actually, I went there to get my suit refitted, you know, to see if they could tailor it. But they highly suggested that I don't get it tailored and I just buy a new suit because it just wouldn't look as good because they had to cut off so much fabric in order to make it work. So like my waist, it went from a 38 to a 31. Crazy. In a good way. Crazy in a good way. So, and then I don't know what my shoulders were before, but I know what they are now. But like it looks so much better. Even though the other suit fit me then, I think this new suit, even though it's the same suit, it's just smaller. I think it looks so much better. I'm healthy. Anyways, yeah, I'm expecting a phone call from the place because they had to order my size, right? And then I'm expecting a phone call from them so that way I can go in and try it on, and that way they can do the last pieces of resizing it, you know, fixing it up, which they don't charge extra for on a new suit. So that's cool. So that's why I'm not sure if I'm gonna, like, Thursday might not be a good day for stream because of that, because I want to get it done because I have a job interview in September. So, and I'm away for 2 weeks, right? So I want to get the suit ready to go as soon as possible, so that way I'm not worried about it in September or trying to rush them. I know they're used to being rushed, right? Because they got weddings and prom and all these other things, but I don't like being rushed, and I don't like having to rush other people, especially when like I can do what I can to prevent that situation of being rushed. You know, if I'm doing everything I can to not like, and I just can't prevent it from being a rush job, then it is what it is, right? But I'm doing what I can right now. Anyways, hockey fan said I'll never hit a leaderboard as I'm not married to the game. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I just love the game, man. I've always loved the game. That's part of the reason why I started the channel, right? So now it gives me a good excuse to keep playing the game. It's like, oh yeah, I got supporters who are relying on me to handle their planes. You know, that's my excuse now. How do you get a lot of XP in Innsbruck? Average asked. So XP depends upon the planes that you're handling, right? So the larger the plane that you're handling, the more XP you're going to get. So that's pretty much the general rule, but also cargo planes are going to get you more XP than passenger planes in general as well. So you want to handle bigger planes and cargo planes. The problem is Innsbruck doesn't have a lot of big plane stands, and it doesn't have a lot of cargo stands, right? So Innsbruck is just a hard airport to like kind of level up. Really, at Innsbruck, you just probably want to play like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, and 30 minutes in the evening. And that'll probably get you the most progress, because then if you have player planes, then those planes have an opportunity to come back if they're local, like going to close airports. But if you're not playing with players, which is fine too, those non-player planes, they can go to their destinations and come back. And then when you come back, you know, from the morning to the afternoon, they'll be ready for you to handle again. So it's all about just like repetitions there. So, how does this prediction look? I didn't even see what the results look like. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Can I even see? Oh man, there's 164,000 points in the pool, and only 7 people said no. So if we don't get to IAD today, those 7 people are going to be rich. They're going to be rich, man. They're going to get so many points. How many points? So many points. Let me see what that looks like. They win. They get 55 points for every point they put in. Amazing. Good luck. We'll see. We're gonna work through all of the 9 out of 10 planes. They started showing up because I force closed the game and I reopened the game. And the crazy part is I mean, I guess I should have known, right? Because there's some players who do play like often, but like I thought because I played on Wednesday on this account that maybe some players just didn't play between Wednesday and today because they're used to playing once a week, or handling Phat Empire or sending the Phat Empire once a week. So I didn't pay no mind to it. But if it wasn't for like Mert and then Cheshire Orange player news post saying that like, hey, do you have my Concord? Or thanks to Phat Empire for completing this contract, I got my XP to max level, and I didn't get that plane back. It's like, what? That's weird. I should have got my plane back. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Raptor said I voted on the 743F to try and help you, Phat. Yeah. How do you change this icon walking around the video floor? Every once in a while there's a chat message about stream avatars. You can click on that, but also if you're on desktop on Twitch, you can scroll down and there's like a stream avatars extension you can click on, and you can log in with Twitch on that, and it'll allow you to update your avatar. We have a bunch of selections, like Pokemon is one of the selections, and like we got like vegetables and some other animals. So this is some bug that is hiding arrivals because of the schedule. Well, I don't think this one was related to the schedule, because neither of these planes were on the schedule. But there is a bug that's related to the schedule where those planes just well, maybe the stand was blocked on my other account or something. But like, I don't know what happened, but there was a plane that I had like not handled in 100 days going to my IAD, and I play IAD every single day. And like, not only like, people were asking me, oh, do you have the arrival sequence turned on? Like, are you prioritizing your own airplanes? Like, there's a lot of different settings in here that could make it so you never see a plane in 100 days. But what I do is, like, every once in a while, I change it up. This is typically my default settings. I do stand preferences where I sort by largest to smallest. And then depending upon what airport, I sometimes make my airplanes first, or sometimes I make other players' planes first. But either way, I'll change that up, when I'm playing my daily airports. That way I see different planes. Sometimes I even move the B and C planes to the top because I realize, oh, I haven't handled B and C planes in a long time. Let me handle those. So I move them to the top so that way they handle first. So I knew it wasn't that. I knew, like, I always keep favorite airplanes preferred. That doesn't really mess up with a lot of things. But, yeah, I just didn't make any sense because I think it was like a D plane. So it's not like, I mean, it is the lowest priority at IAD for those larger stands. So maybe I could have moved the D plane stand up a little bit. But still, I've had moments where my large stands at IAD were completely empty. So it confused me, and I still have no clue how or why it happened. And I was talking about it on stream on Wednesday. It's like, it's one of those bugs too. It's like, I don't even know how I would test it or try to replicate it, because it doesn't happen immediately. Like, I put a plane on the schedule and it'll land. Like, it worked the first times, right? Like when we first set up the schedule, it's landing at there, but then all of a sudden it just didn't show up anymore, and I don't know why. Which makes it hard to also report a bug on it, because like, I don't know what I did or what happened, because I don't think I did anything, right? But I don't know what happened to make that plane never land. Hockey fan said I save points for VIP and I can't get it. It's gonna come back. I need to. I was saying this on Wednesday as well. I noticed when I think Ultra and Hidden, when they both redeemed the VIP, like, they didn't have like the celebration happen. I did the celebration myself, but I also I want there to be like an on-stream celebration that happens, and that didn't happen. And then I also wanted to like, there's a couple of steps that I want to be like automatic that happen, to kind of like, you know, celebrate the moment, because it is a huge purchase. And in order to get that many points, you have to be here pretty often too. So yeah, that's what I'm working on, but I'm not actively working on it. It's just on my to-do list, but it's not high priority right now. Yeah, it's just not high priority. I don't know how it'll be high priority, but maybe it will be. Yeah, Monday's gonna be Captain Phat. I don't know. It's easy for me to do a Captain Phat stream though if I need to step away. Alex said, as a mod, I had to choose if I wanted to participate or be able to record the result of the prediction. Well, the only time I would ask a mod to not participate in that is if you create the prediction. And maybe we could talk about that in mod chat, right? Like maybe we could create predictions every stream and you guys could kind of just like do it as a fun thing that happens, like you know, how many times does Phat sneeze this stream or something? I don't know. I didn't sneeze at all today yet, right? But something like that, you know, or like, am I going to unlock IAD today? Maybe we could do like, you know, some predictions throughout the streams, and it doesn't have to just be me that does it. That's the only time I would like if you started the prediction, then don't participate it, and you would answer it. Mercurial just said you will handle that 748 fleet plane too. Yeah, but did it not show up as a hearted plane though? Oh, I think what happened here is I had an E stand available maybe, because this is an F plane. So maybe that's what happened. That didn't show up because I did click through all the hearted planes requiring action, and that didn't show up on my list, right? So it must have been because it was an E stand, not an F stand. All right, cool. Oh, leaderboards. We're not done with the leaderboards, but that was exciting. So we did handle cargo. Next up, we got 2 more leaderboards to go: completed contracts and collected liveries. And Hidden, I do love the idea that you mentioned about adding myself as a friend, and maybe we'll add some of you guys too. I'll just have to check to see if that's okay. So all right, completed contracts on iOS. We got telephone booth as number 1 at 210,000. Dragon Cathay is number 2, 176,000, and Flying Pawk is number 3, 105,000, followed with Freeze Man at 97,000, rank 4. David Elio is rank 8, 69,000. Nice. Sammy is rank 13, 64,000. TJ Bay is rank 15, 61,000. Yo. All right. TJ Bay, I know you're here. Do you do a lot of like non-player contracts too? I just want to confirm. That's what David Elio told me. But I see where you are in the other leaderboards, right? And it makes me think that like you have to do a lot of non-player contracts in order for you to like get high on this ranking as well. I don't know. You let me know. But I know what David Elio had told me is that every single time you do a non-player contract and you're given the choice to upgrade the contract or to cancel the contract, that's when it counts as a completed contract. So those 1 out of 1s, each one of those 1 out of 1s count as a completed contract. The 2 out of 2s count as another completed contract. The 3 out of 3 is another one. So like when you get all the way up to 10, you've essentially, that's like 10 or 11 completed contracts. Right, that's 10 completed contracts from one single plane, and then from there you have to do 10 handlings to get a completed contract. But is that like, I'm just trying to check and see if you feel like that's valid, if that's probably true. Now I'm not doubting David, but I know ever since I started handling, because what I do now on my main account is I will always accept every single local, regional, and international contract, and I'll handle each of them at least one time, so that way I can at least get that one extra completed contract. TJ Bay says, I send my planes to map destinations and I do a massive amount of random arrivals. Okay, so both of those also count as non-player contracts essentially. So you have to build them up to a 10 out of 10. So that makes sense. That's actually cool. Thank you, TJ, for sharing that. All right, TJ Bay is ranked 15 at 61,000. I am ranked 24 at 50,000. We got Cookie Cooker ranked 69. Nice. At 39,000. We got Ginger Jesus ranked 84 at 37,000. And at rank 100, we got that guy who's at 35.506 thousand. All right. Let's check out the Android leaderboard. Completed contracts. I'm already there. Nice. We got Stardust Airlines, rank 1, 168,000. We got France Japan, rank 2, 127,000. And Fitrion Caesar is rank 3, 122,000. Followed by ISL SOA 6 at rank 4, 112,000. Euroland Airways is rank 14, 66,000. Hammy Express is rank 18, 59,000. Leno is ranked 33, 46,000. Kronos WoA is ranked 40, 44,000. Amit Mert K, ranked 67, 39,000. Tony Airways, ranked 75, 37,000. Sunrise Air is ranked 89 at 35,000. And at rank 100 is Jack Go Go Go, 34,052. All right, the last leaderboard is collected liveries. This is the WoApedia. And for the WoApedia collected liveries leaderboard, I like to go through both this week and all time because sometimes, well, right now, I think there were new liveries that were released this week on the event planes. So it might be the same leaderboard this week and all time. But sometimes when there are no new liveries released in a week, essentially the top or some players will not see any action on this or any movement on this leaderboard. So let's say Technocore Aviation. Oh, did he change his name? Geo changed his username? I thought it was Technocratic Aviation. Anyways, Technocore Aviation, right? If they got 0 new liveries from this Saturday to next Saturday, they would not show up on the this week leaderboard, right? For all the other leaderboards, all you got to do is handle one plane really, and you change your ranking on the leaderboard. But this leaderboard, you need to collect a new livery in order to move up, to change your ranking in the leaderboard, to change your score. So you need to change your score in order for you to show up on the this week. So we got Technocore Aviation is rank 1 with a few others at 2107. There's actually 4 people with 2107. We got Technocore Aviation, we got that guy, we got Focus Dictum, and ISL SOA 6. We're going to go through the top 100. See Mercurial Justice, nice. Tony Airways. I see Mike. Sunrise Air. Roll Off B. Kamikaze. Cheshire Orange, nice. I see Snark. I see Hyperactive WoA. I see Hidden. All right, and then rank 100 is N3001 with a score of 2,097. So you need more than 2,097 to reach the top 100. Let's switch over to all time and see if there's any difference here. I don't expect there. Oh, there is a little bit. There's more people here on the top 5. So we got Technocore Aviation is number 1. This guy is number 2. Focus Dictum is number 3. ISL SOA 6 is number 4. And Dutch Fun is number 5, all but 2107. So go ahead and keep scrolling and see if see what the top 100 look like on Android. All right, and number 100 is EOS Airlines with a score of 2,098. You need a score of over 2,098 to reach it to the top 100 on Android. All right, let's go to, I'm going to check out the iOS leaderboard as well. And we're redeeming some Concords. That's 3 Concords redeemed, and we're really close. I think we're going to get it. Yeah, we got that, the 748 left, so yeah, we're going to get it. That's pretty exciting. I'm a little disappointed though that we had a bug happen and I had to reload the game and essentially go back to an airport I thought we were done with. But hey, at least we spotted it today, because that means when I come back from my vacations, we can play some IAD. All right. For iOS completed liveries, we got Tanusi, rank number 1. The only person with 2,108 liveries. And then we got a bunch of people with 2,107. And we'll keep going. I'll see if there's any names I recognize. Crankenwort, Unholy Cumulus. That's like the only names I recognize immediately. All right, and rank 100 is TR264606 with a score of 2,103. So you need more than that to be in the top 100 for this week. Tanusi is still number 1 with 2,108 for all time. And we're just going to scroll down to see if there's any difference for all time. I think there's some minor differences here. All right, and then at rank 100, we have the same person, TR264606, 2,103. So for iOS, if you want to be on top 100, you need 2,104 or more in order to be in the top 100. Not a lot of room. It's pretty competitive, right? All right, let's go ahead and select, my 748. Where are you? There you are. Let's just double check that, see if there's any other planes that are at 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 if they're my own planes. I don't see any other planes at 9 out of 10, so we can get the rest of the hearted planes down, and we can turn on, the delivery manager can go back to work. Roll off B said rank 15 is okay, dude. I mean, I'm nowhere near, nowhere near you guys. So that is pretty great. Leading said my planes from my LHR to your Prague are being handled now. It's A320 Neos and a Concorde, all 8 or 9 out of 10 completed. Nice. DJ Bay, I got you in the battle royale. Nice. It always tends to happen, man. And I swear it's not rigged. Promise it's not rigged. Let's go ahead and handle planes. This is gonna be exciting because we're probably gonna unlock IAD today, but we're not gonna be able to play it, which is gonna be. And then SciPR, don't worry, I'm gonna send you this plane to your, you said Hong Kong, right? So I'm gonna get it to your Hong Kong soon. Just gonna finish what we're doing here at Prague, get those levels, get that, or one level, get those planes that are close to completion out of here, and then we'll switch back to Sydney. I'll go ahead and get that plane landed and well, purchased or acquired, I should say, and then landed and then sent your way. That's the problem with buying new planes or sending new contracts. It's such a long process in order to get that done. You have to like first select the plane, then you have to configure the plane so that way it can get to the destination. Some planes don't need like that much configuration, like the A21NY from Sydney can just go to Hong Kong without configuration, but you still want to configure it to make sure you're maximizing the profit. And then after that, you need to land the plane, and then once that plane lands, then you have to send the contract, then you have to wait for the other player to accept it. So I also most of the times prefer to send contracts at the end of stream, because otherwise, oh, look at that, it looks like the Daniel plane is gone. So maybe Daniel did accept the contract and I owe them an apology. I don't know. But that there was a plane here earlier that was saying I was waiting for Daniel to accept it for 2 days, and I raged a little bit. No, well, not rage. I internet raged. Yeah. Will Phat open IAD today? It is certain. That's funny. Yo, peace out, Karotiki. Thanks for hopping in. Who was MVP? Amit Mert K. Nice. Dyrok's been following for 1 year, 8 months, 23 hours. Nice. This is the plane that's going to get me there, huh? Right? How much XP we need? 101. Oh yeah, this plane definitely gives you more than 101 XP. I'm pretty sure. I actually be pretty disappointed if I get less than 100 XP on this plane. I'm not going to click it because I want it to be a surprise for all of us who are not sure. And for those of you who are sure, keep it a surprise. But you already know. One year, 7 months. 1 year, 10 months. Nice. I think I've been on Twitch for like 3 or 4 years. I forget how long Twitch has been, but I know YouTube was 5 years from my first video. My first video was like July 29th or something. How to get gold planes was my first video. That's pretty cool. TJ Bay, 3 years, 9 months. Nice. 4 days, 5. Wait. Oh, that's watch time. I'm like, Mike's only been here for 4 days, man. How's he a mod? No. I'm joking. Mike's only followed me for 4 days. Right, it's almost the moment of truth. This is the last plane we have to accept, or we have rewards from. So we'll see what happens here. TJ Bay spent 7 days watching. Nice. Wow. Can you explain the tower thing? Is it okay to use at Innsbruck? At Innsbruck, I mean, so the tower thing just automates a lot of the game for you, right? So like like the approach manager, which is the top one here, automatically manages landing queue by landing clearance. So if a plane is already assigned to stand, the approach manager will automatically clear that plane to land, right? So you don't have to click it. Same thing here. Oh, same thing with all of them. The departure manager will automatically manage your departure queue. So that means the departure manager will line up planes onto the taxi or onto the runway, and then it'll also clear it for takeoff as well. The delivery manager will select and assign stands to your planes, and then the ground manager will manage pushbacks at Innsbruck. So at Innsbruck, really, there's only like one manager that you, or 1 or 2 managers that you really need. I don't think most people will need the ground manager or the delivery manager at Innsbruck. There's only like 10 or 11 stands at Innsbruck, and I feel like that's easy enough for most players to tell the planes, to assign the planes the stands, and to tell the planes to push back. Now, for pushback, the ground manager is going to be much faster than you, right? Because it's going to the ground manager is going to be instant. Whereas if you're going to be stepping away from the game and not paying attention to the game, it might be beneficial to have the ground manager on, so that way those planes can push back, and that way you can assign the gate again. But most of the times when I'm playing Innsbruck, I don't think the delivery or ground managers are necessary. The approach manager, I think in every airport is a good idea to have. I didn't see this Aeroland Airways. Nice. So yeah, the approach manager I think is always good to have, because the planes will land as soon as the runway is clear, and I think it's always going to be faster than always be faster than if you were to manually clear the plane for landing. And for departures, some players use it, some players don't. I say, you know, it could be good, because Innsbruck, especially depending upon which runway is being used, you know, sometimes those planes that are waiting for departure can block other planes from getting to their stands, from parking at their stands. So it could be good to have the departure managers. That way those planes can automatically line up and take off. Especially when some of those planes have to do some backtracking on the runway. It's really nice that the manager is doing that instantly, instead of you having to be there constantly, like waiting for it to be available. So like right now, you know, oh, there's already a plane taking off, I think. So that's why this plane isn't lining up. But like, you would have to manually tell the plane to line up, then you would have to manually tell the plane to take off. Or if you're a little slow, you would have an option that says line up and take off. So otherwise you just got to wait here, and you're just going to be clicking this until this plane is like maybe around like right here, and then this plane can line up. But the departure manager is just going to automatically do that for me. So you're going to see here, now the plane's going to start to taxi onto the runway. The departure manager did that automatically. So it's just going to make things faster for you. It's not 100% necessary. I think the approach manager is the best one to use if you're going to only use one, and use it for as long as you're playing the time. Make sure you're extending your tower manager while they're active, because if you're starting new, it costs slightly more than if you're just extending them. So yeah, we got level 51, guys. We did it. IAD. Here we go. We got it. Woo! Dude, I'm excited for IAD though. IAD is going to be a fun airport to play. That's the airport also I think I'm going to want to use a lot of these planes that we have from the premium passes at other airports. I'm going to also buy the premium pass at IAD. I'm going to log in to IAD real quick. Oh, we don't have to, we can cancel this request. Cheshire Orange, I don't know if they're here. Did they put in their player news post where they wanted that plane instead? I don't think they did. Give it to another player. Okay. How should we do this? Okay, yep. Let's give you guys the winner. Yeah, 164,000 channel points awarded to 12 viewers. But you guys only got 2% extra bonus. So you guys got inflation, the inflation amount, you know. But congrats to you guys who voted yes. You guys were right. Awesome. What are we doing next? Mike said he's building suspense. That's right. Yeah, I was. CJ Bay put in 100, got 102. Great. That's that's like a very low return on investment, you know. That's why you also put in a very low amount, right? Mercurial put in 60K, got 61K. Nice. Yeah, I think you were the top. Yeah, your name is there, so you were the top. You put in the most. All right. How do we want to do this? Let me see here. I got an idea. How many people we have? We have 37 people, viewers, on Twitch right now. And we're going to do something here on Twitch, guys. You guys on YouTube, I'm sorry, you're just going to be watching the game. But on Twitch, we got something for you. We're gonna do something called marbles on stream. I'm gonna load it up now, and we're gonna do what I normally do for Captain Phat giveaways. We're gonna do that here, so that way you guys get a taste of what happens during Captain Phat streams. I like to show you a little bit of what happens, so that way you guys, you know, might be encouraged to come join us, even though I'm not on camera and not on microphone. Because talking for 3 hours, 4 hours is kind of tough. Sometimes. But yeah, what's up? Listen to then see. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate that. Let's see here. I do have to fix a couple things, so give me 1 second here. I have to add this. Whoa. Oh, okay. Up that. I'm just configuring it so we can still see WoA. I'm going to change this text here. We're going to show off this plane. Here we go. We're going to hide Google. Where's Google? There it is. Trying to pick a map. Give me a second here. How long is this map? About 2 minutes? Okay, yeah. Alright. Here we go, guys. I'm not... Oh. Hold on. I need to add my microphone back in, because you guys can't hear me. Oh no! Did my stream crash? Did my stream crash? We can hear you. Alright, cool. Taxing, yeah, I'm definitely, okay, I'm definitely putting pressure on my PC. I got like 6 programs running on my PC right now. So let's add my voice, or, oh yeah, my voice is there. Nice. Okay, cool. I guess I planned ahead for that. All right. No webcam. That's on by design. So what you guys got to do is type in !play, and you guys can join as your marble. Each person will have their own marble, and essentially we're going to be racing through the course. This course here, you're going to go through whatever this course is designed to do. I don't know, how are you going to make... Oh, interesting. I don't know if I want to do this course, but this is already what's voted on. So I guess... Oh, everybody will make it to the middle. Okay, I see, because there's a glass here. Okay, cool. Everybody will make it to the middle. And then what happens here? Do you guys... Oh, this is a cannon. It'll shoot you out. Maybe. But then you go this way. You coming through here. Oh, this might kill you. This could kill you. You could lose. You could die. And then you could bounce off. And then go through here. Then we're in this little force field here. And yeah, I think you get shot off again. No, it's not shot off. It's just the ramp that opens up for you. And then you go through here. You go through here. Ooh, there's walls that open. That's dangerous. You might die. and go through the circles of doom, and then you go through here. This is an interesting one. We'll see what happens over here, and then the first person who makes it in here, the first marble that makes it into this bucket here, the finish line, will win. So I'm gonna give it 60 more seconds so you guys can join, and then this will start. So let me hit the start button, and it's counting down to 60 seconds. So you guys got 60 seconds to join, and the person who wins can get this 748. If that person doesn't want it, that's fine. We can always just send it to the second place person, and we keep going down the list until the person wants it. So even if you don't want the plane and you just want to, you know, see if you can win, that's fine. You can go ahead and join. That's too. That's cool too. Yeah, we got 30 something people here today in chat, so we got a lot of marbles. It's gonna be fun to watch, and I'm gonna try to commentate. We're gonna try my best here. This is for you guys on YouTube. You got to join us on Twitch. On Twitch, we got a lot of cool things that allow us to do some interactive stream elements. And one of them is marbles. We're playing marbles right now while you guys are watching the 748, because people are competing to win this plane. So we'll see what happens here, and we're gonna watch this drop. Whoa! So all the people are coming down through this Plinko type field. The gate is opening, and it looks like Phat Airlines. Oh, Phat Airlines and Barku down. Oh, and somebody else hyperactive down for the count. We got Mert there and Mercurial Justice. Mercurial Justice flying through, and Mercurial Justice in the lead. We got some people in the back kind of taking it slow. Let's see what happens here. Sammy and 4M Town down. So is TJ Bay. Rest in peace. Mercurial Justice still in the lead. Racing through. Going to the walls. And he's safe. Oh, man. Look at that. And the gate is open and it went down. We got David in the lead now. David is racing through. And we got Hammy right behind. Oh, Hammy almost hit the wall and almost fell off. We got David still going through. Snowiak, Mercurial Justice, Josh and AV Mike dead and fleeting. Oh my goodness, that bridge really got a lot of people. Zyrox, Raptor, Fleeting Negligence, a lot of people down from that bridge. Mufab, oh my goodness. That bridge was so dangerous, man. And let's see, we still got 2 people back there. What's going on with them? They're probably stuck. You guys are gonna get a did not finish. But we got David still in the lead here, followed by Hammy, and made to move up those little blocks, and Hammy. Look at Hammy in the lead, taking the win. Made to move, followed. David, what happened to David? Oh, maybe that's what happened. Oh my goodness. Rest in peace to Cheshire Orange, to Jafet and Hockey Fan, and everybody else is finishing. We got Magiskai's and Seabird Club Legend. Will they finish? I think you got like 30 seconds after the first place person goes to finish. Let's see what happens. Magiskai's is good. Seabird, are they gonna make it? Are they gonna make it? I'm rooting for you. Are we gonna make it? Oh yeah. All right. Hammy Express with the win. And the cool thing about this too is it also keeps track of all of our other races and who's who, you know, how many races you've joined and how many times you won. This is Hammy's first race, Hammy's first win. 108 points because of how many people were in this race. So really congratulations, Hammy. Made to Move first race, 92 points. Mike's fourth race plus 60 points. Nice, congratulations. Roll Off B's first race, 76 points. And then look, 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th also got points here today. That's cool. Mert, second race. Mert actually won a race, only got 26 points. And look, Mert got more points from losing a race than his win. That's crazy, but that's a lot of fun. So yeah, join us on our Captain Phat streams. That's the way we give away these a lot of our plane contracts on stream. We give them away through marbles, and sometimes we do a drop. Sometimes we do things like that. But I hope that was fun. I want to do like more things like that as we continue to do a lot more streams, especially as, like, you know, for the month of August, I'm going to be out a lot, so we're going to do a lot of midweek streams. I'm going to try to do as many at the very least Captain Phat streams during the day, so that way at least we can at least we can get some streaming time in. And then if I can get some webcam time in where I can play some Captain play some Phat Empire, I'm gonna do that as well. So Hammy, let me know. Oh, ads started happening. Oof. But Hammy, let me know what airport you want me to send that 748 to. Thank you to Cheshire Orange, because Cheshire Orange did not want me to renew this and asked for us to send this to another player. So thank you for the opportunity to let everybody play for this. That was a lot of fun. Really appreciate that. And Hammy is going to take it to Hong Kong. I know for those of you guys who are on the Captain Phat streams, my commentary, was that everything you imagined it to be? Oh man, I tried my best, guys. I think I did pretty all right, you know. I think I did pretty all right for that, for a commentator and controlling the camera. I'm not just commentating, I'm also controlling the camera at the same time. It's not as easy as it sounds. What's up, TK? That was good and fun. Commentary included. Nice. All right. Awesome. All right, cool. So normally I would wait for this plane to get to the stand, but that's no problem. I'm going to do a pre-landing later on anyways of these planes. I am going to go back to Sydney real quick so I can send this this plane that was redeemed. So it's a Psy, right? The Psy PR. So that way we can buy a plane, because they did redeem and I missed it because I was too focused on the leaderboards and I forgot to look at my redemptions. But we're gonna go ahead and we're going to buy a plane. In this case, we're gonna buy an A21NY. I'm gonna put my normal livery on it. It's a basic 3, it looks like. I'm gonna maximize the business, but let's see if that maximizes my profits as well. So what I like to see here is the profit. The bottom range is 26.67. The top range is 57.65. I compare it to here, and because it's a small seaplane, there's only one class to configure it to. So typically, you look at this business here, and as long as you're not over the limit, pretty much almost all the time, 100% business is going to get you more. It's all like when that's the case, I always like to look at 100% or 0% business and see which way I get more wallers. And in this case, it's the 20 out of 20. So we're going to go ahead and get the A21NY with the 20 out of 20. I'm going to heart the plane. That way I can make sure it lands first, or I can find it faster. Clear to land, and that is the plane that's going to Psy PR. All right. Let's see here. The third color is pink as purple. All right, I'll try to remember that when I get back there. It was good commentary. Thank you, Raptor. Nice. That was fun. That was fun it's fun when there's like 10 people, but it's even more fun when like 30 people. I can only imagine, like, well, I've been on streams where there's like 100+ people too, but like, it's different when it's like my stream, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm the one hosting it and I'm seeing all this happening, and it's like I know there's something at stake too. Like people, you can get a plane contract, or even if you don't, you just get a win, right? Sometimes it's just nice to get a win. So I know I had a lot of fun with that. Cool. So yeah, just a reminder, next Saturday there will be no stream. Actually pretty much every Saturday in August there will be no stream. So you want to keep an eye out on the Discord on the Phat Airlines announcements channel, because I'll have my stream schedule posted there, including main streams, because even though I won't be streaming on Saturday, I will throw in some streams during the week. It'll probably be around the same time, like 11 to 2 during the week, as my Saturday streams. I just gotta take off from work, but considering how busy I am, and we need to make some progress, and I have a feeling, just based on some of the news that we read already today, that like we might be kind of close to getting like the Prague remodel, right? It looked like the Prague, or it sounded like from what Charlie said, the Prague remodel and an A380 remodel were both ready to go. They're just waiting on the L410 to be finished, and then it might come out. And L410 is like, it's in its last stages. It's at the in-game testing stage. So it very well could come out even while I'm on vacation, right? So I know that's an opportunity that we would want to play. I know it's unfortunate, I guess, that we just finished Prague on my Captain Phat account. But just because we unlock the next airport doesn't always mean that we're going to abandon the airport. It just means you're just not going to play it as often, because I want to unlock more airports, and IAD, I want to level it up and get as much progress as possible. But we'll still go there because there's a lot of gold or a lot of silver planes to redeem there as well. But all right, cool. Let's see what else you guys gonna say. TK said L410 plane coming soon. Goated A plane. I suppose it's going to get an A size category. Oh, is it an A plane? That will be my first A plane. Nice. I am definitely. I am going to consider unlocking that. I don't know what its range would look. Its range looks like, but like, if I can't send it to other player airports, then I'm not buying it. You know, that's like my first requirement. But yeah, we did talk about the 410 on stream at the very beginning of stream. If you look back, actually, I think because you're a subscriber on Twitch. Oh no, you're not a subscriber anymore. But subscribers on Twitch can rewind on Twitch, and of course on YouTube, you always have that capability to rewind and rewatch from the beginning if you want. Leading said the L410 is the first plane that they add I don't know anything about. Welcome to my world. You guys have to teach me what. Oh, shoot! You guys even told me how to say it, and I don't even remember the alien. No. Oh man. And then Zyrox said I will redirect my Concorde once it's finished to your IAD as soon as you open it. Nice. Thank you for that. And yeah, as always on my Phat Empire account, Concords do not require Concords and special planes. So IAD can get a Concorde to it. It can also get an A225. Not to say that I want all of your A225s on Phat Empire. It's up to you, right? Because I only play this account once a week. I don't play it too often. So I know sometimes you might want to, how to put it? Sometimes you might want a special plane to come back faster or sooner than once a week. Especially since I might not even play IAD once a week. And G stands are super expensive, so I'm not going to accept it right away either. Because I'm not going to start off with millions of wallers, you know? So, yeah. But A225s, you don't have to buy them. You know, you don't have to buy a contract. But yeah, this is the perfect example of the camera feature that they talked about in over here in the camera update. You know, that they're working on improving the observer camera during ground handling. So they added collision boxes to the airport buildings, so that way the camera doesn't pass through them. So this doesn't happen. So that's going to be pretty cool. I wonder if we're going to actually be even closer to the plane, right? Is in order to not collide with the building, are we going to end up being closer to the plane? And I mean, will we get a zoom in and zoom out on this camera angle? I don't know, but ultimately still will be pretty cool. So I'm going to send this plane over. Let's send it to Hong Kong, and it's TUSHARPRO67. Thank you for your contract. Thank you for buying the contract. Really appreciate it. Just do me a favor. Try to accept it before the next stream. So that way or if you could accept it now, I could start handling it. And that way when I pre-land planes, it can head off and go your way. That's my little secret. I like to handle planes right before I exit the airport. So that way this plane, when I'm pre-landing planes, I have all the tower managers on. It pushes back and it departs. And then a stand is open back up for another plane. I don't know. I think I'm not sure if Sui's still here, but TK said I didn't realize I wasn't subbed. Oh, yeah, me neither. That's why I thought you were subbed. Thank you for resubscribing, bro. What is it? 19 months? Oh my gosh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That's really cool of you. That's funny. TJ Bay said aliens. Yeah. Cheshire Orange said the L410 is a small 19-seater made by a Czech company, same as Flyboys. There's yeah, Flyboys are Czech as well. Yep. It's funny because I think 4 or 5 years ago, or a few years ago, for April Fool's Day, the Discord moderators made an April Fool's joke, and it was really convincing. Let me see if I could find it. Let's see if I could find it. Let's go to WoA. Maybe it was it before? Oh man. Maybe it's not WoA media. Man, I probably should have done this ahead of time. Anyways, maybe because the WoA Discord did have some situations where the server got deleted. So yeah, maybe it's not here. If I can find it, I'll share it. But there was an April Fool's joke one of the years where the moderators posted a joke that the L410 was coming, and you know, some people realized, oh, it's April Fool's Day. Other people got really excited. So it's cool that, like, I mean, it was a convincing April Fool's joke too, because like Flyboys, you know, I mean, Prague Airport is their home airport, right? And there's a lot of there's a lot of things that the Flyboys does as a company, you know, because they support where they're from. So really cool. TK said, could it be a better time to release it along with the Prague airport remodel? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to play some Prague. I'm just looking forward to it because what they said in the Discord post was they're testing. I don't know which one it was. Actually, let's see if the sneak peek is out yet. But they did say that they tested the current runway 24, right? Runway 20. Yeah, here it is. They already completed the 24 standard taxi route network, and now they're working on the taxi routes for the opposite runway direction. So that's pretty promising. And I'm super excited about Prague with the other runway being in use, because my biggest problem with Prague is the taxi times, and having taxi times reduced by using the other runway, you know, based on real life wind direction. You can't just change the runway. It depends on when you load in the game and what the wind is in real life, and then it picks which active runway it should be using. But yeah, I feel like that's going to fix my biggest problem with Prague, which is the long taxi times. Otherwise, I really do enjoy playing Prague. I've been playing Prague on Phat Empire. I've been playing Prague on Captain Phat, and it's a good time until you have like only D, E, and F planes waiting to land. Then it's a really bad time. But when you have like a mix or you have it pre-landed, it's a really great time. Zyrox says, I know the 410 does the landings at Lukla in game. I guess the airlines is called Yeti Airlines. Nice. Cool. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if he posted any of these sneak peeks. Let's see. Charlie's waiting for stream to be over. No. I mean, I don't know. Should I feel bad for... I think it's funny, right? Because like it says in the top of these posts, it says like not intended for sharing outside of the forum, but technically I'm sharing the forum, but like we're technically on Twitch and YouTube too, you know. But I'm sharing the forum, so I don't know. Welcome to the internet. That's all. That's what I would say, but respectfully. Oh my gosh. I know I paused when I read that. We were live, right? And I read that. I was like, huh. Well, I'm here anyways. But anyways, yeah, you guys, I make sure you guys were aware of the context. All right, we're done with Sydney. Let me give you guys a quick update on Captain Phat, because somebody asked about an update for Captain Phat. So let me share with you an update on Captain Phat. Let me log in real quick to IAD. So that way, if you guys want to send your Concords, you can feel free. But again, you do have to buy those contracts from IAD in order for this for me to accept them. And those contracts are also on like a time delay. So if you buy one now, like the next one won't be available for another like 2-3 minutes or something like that. I am going to buy this premium pass. I'm just gonna buy it now so I don't have to worry about it, and I'll claim these rewards later. But we are definitely going to be working through playing IAD. I think an IAD I might sell like this B463 because I have a feeling we're gonna have I really hope that we have a lot of D, E, and F size planes, and in order for me to handle those D, E, and F size planes, I'm going to need this terminal, right? I'm going to need this terminal and this extension, and I'm going to have to buy those stands. And then on top of that, I'm going to want to buy the cargo stand as well, and or the cargo terminal and the cargo stands as soon as possible. That way I can handle your planes as fast as possible, as soon as possible. When growing a brand new airport, that's the hardest an airport is going to be. So you got to plan smartly and strategically, so that way we're not you're not overloading yourself. I'm not overloading myself, and not delaying all the planes that I'm handling. So that's really cool. We will come back here next time we stream, possibly this week during the week. I'm going to most likely on Tuesday. It looks like Tuesday is probably my best day for Tuesday looks like it might be my best day for doing a webcam and voice stream. And let me lock that in. I'm only going to commit from 11 to 1 for Phat Empire. We might extend it, right? Actually, let me put Phat Airlines on my calendar. We might extend it, right, so it'd be a little bit longer. But I like to also make sure that when I'm telling you guys what time my streams are going to be, that it's accurate, so that way if you want to join, you're not like, if you're late, you don't feel too bad about being late. All right, we're going to do a Captain Phat stream on Wednesday as well, and then on Thursday is going to be tough, but I want to do one as well on Thursday. So what are we going to look like on Thursday? All right, so we're going to do on Tuesday. I know some of you guys are at work. Some of you guys have plans and stuff like that. But on Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is essentially the same time as what my stream started today. Actually, I started like 10 minutes late, but what time my stream was supposed to start, essentially the same time is when I will be doing my regular Phat Empire stream. I will be posting it on Discord. If you guys look at Discord and you go to Phat Airlines Discord, you go to announcements, I'm gonna make an announcement post. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make an announcement post even when I'm on vacation, just to remind you guys I'm on vacation and streams are canceled. There's no streams that week, but we're gonna keep posting the stream announcements. I probably should make a new server role, so that way you guys can also I can ping people who want to know the schedule. I might do that, or I might ask Sloppy to help me with that. I think I think people would like that. But anyways, keep an eye out there. I've been working with multiple people who are video editors, by the way, because over here I said I'm looking for a video editor. If you're an editor and know someone, please DM me. So thank you guys for DMing me, because a few of you, I think we got like 4 or 5 people who DM me. I know like a few of you guys I'm not going to go with, and I need to tell you, but I will tell you, don't worry. And then I reached out to a video editor on Fiverr. He actually he stopped, he ghosted me for like 3 or 4 days now. And then my video editor who did my previous videos actually got back to me, so I'm gonna use him as well. But I don't like the situation where I DM'd him last Thursday and he didn't get back to me until yesterday, right? So it's like, that was a long time, and like this video should have been out by now, but we're working on that video. I'm gonna be working on a St. Martin video, like a St. Martin travel vlog video while I'm on vacation. I don't know what that's gonna look like as the end result, but I'm gonna do my best to make it great, and see what kind of see where that takes us as a channel. What else is happening here? I see you guys have some contract redemptions. That's awesome. I'm actually purposefully just staying here for a little bit so you guys can get those in. And I know there's not a lot of time. And I probably should have turned off battery saver mode is off. Interesting. Cool. Nice. All right. Anyways. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about stand R14 and R15. Nice. I could unlock those right away too. That's awesome. What else we got? So yeah, next week or this week coming up, Monday, it's looking like a 10:30 to 1:30 for Captain Phat stream. Tuesday the 4th is going to be 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Phat Empire / main Phat Airlines stream. It might be on YouTube. It might just be on Twitch. I'm not sure yet, but definitely on Twitch. All these are going to be on Twitch. Wednesday 11 to 2 stream Captain Phat, and then Thursday is looking like 1 to 4 for Captain Phat stream. I could tell you Wednesday and Friday I will be AFK a lot more than on Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday I'm not going to be AFK at all, right? AFK is away from keyboard. That means I'm not going to be like, I'm going to put the chat on slow mode. That way the moderators can moderate. I'll be moderating from my cell phone usually, and you guys essentially, you guys can control the cameras, and I let the game kind of go on autopilot for a little bit. Usually that's like when I do my pre-landing and stuff like that. But yeah. You guys can join, ask your questions. I'm in chat on those streams, so nothing to worry about. And that's looking good. I can let AI edit the videos if you want. I'm not against it, bro. I know, how put it? I'm actually, how put it? I know, like, with my songs, for example, you guys, actually, not all of you guys have heard my songs, right? But like, we have songs, like the Phat Airlines theme songs that play in the beginning of streams. We have Captain Phat songs that I've actually been playing like as a playlist essentially during streams. I need to make a playlist, but like a lot of people have commented like pretty positively about those songs, and I'm very open about the fact that it's AI generated, right? It's made by AI. But the thing is that like, I don't just take like sometimes we take the first version that AI creates because it did a good job, but we don't always just take the first version, right? We listen to it, we tweak it, and we modify it until we find a version that we like. So usually it takes about like 3 to 4 iterations before we actually find a version that we like. So I know a lot of you guys are passionate about like AI slop, right? And like how, like, I at first I thought you guys didn't like AI, right? But then I realized it's not that you guys don't like AI, or this is my perspective. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's not that you guys don't like AI. You just hate how lazy people use AI because it's lazy. But like, I mean, ultimately, a lot of things that lazy people do, people hate anyways. So what I'm trying to get at is, if I could find a way to have AI help edit my videos, I probably would. But I haven't figured that out. I don't know. Maybe I need to learn a little bit more about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out some AI thumbnails, because I feel like my thumbnails now are pretty much all the same. And I'm seeing, a lot of the other thumbnails that other World Airports creators are using, and they are pretty interesting. They're not, I don't think they're AI generated, but I feel like I can drive a lot more clicks and a lot more interest by stepping up my thumbnail game again. I know in the past, Sloppy, my wife, she would create my thumbnails, but that's not what she wants to do. She doesn't make thumbnails. That's not like her job, that's not what she wants to do, even though she's a graphic designer. So I'm not having my wife do things she doesn't want to do or she doesn't like doing. Doesn't make sense, So I'm just figuring out ways, I essentially, we created a template that we use, but I don't know if that template is, now it's like overused, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not getting the job done anymore. So yeah, I don't know if that was a joke or not, Hidden, but if you know more about how to use AI to do it, let me know. TK said, I think it's good too. You reach a broader audience that might not even know that the forum exists, so it helps the forum get more viewers. Yeah, I agree. And also, I think the way I approach it, by like still like I explain more about like the disclaimer than even the disclaimer post about, so I try to explain more than I try to do a bigger disclaimer than the disclaimer that's there. DJ Bay said, I miss a lot in WoA Discord and forum, not there a lot. I see and hear things, and you see and hear things here. Yeah, I know in the forum, I mean, an easy way to, what I do is I just look up Charlie and I look up Kubasan, because those are the two most active developers on the forum, and I look to see what their activity is. For Charlie though, he does a lot of like bug reports and like a lot of you know, suggestions as well. So you kind of have to like sift through those. But you'll see, I did that just now, right? I went to my saved post here. I went to Charlie. You know, you could just search for Charlie or Corel. Well, sorry if I said that wrong. But then you hit on mobile, it's like this button is the activity. If you're on desktop, it'll show you, it'll tell you name, and you got activity here, and you could see exactly what all his posts. Nice, easy way. That's how I kind of like go in there. But then, you know, you have like this post here. Let's start with a smaller step. You know, you have to click on it, read through the context, and understand it. You know, that's like what I did over here with this. Both 3D model, Prog, and A380 are done. You know, we had to scroll up, read the rest of the conversation that was happening on the forum in order to really get the true context of what was being spoken there. So yeah, and then here like some of the, you know, bug posts that he's acknowledging. But yeah, that's what I do. And then I do the same thing with Kuba's posts. In order to find, you could search, you could hit the search button here, but I just usually just go to like announcements or to developer posts. And then I look for Kuba, click on him, go to activity. There's nothing new. They're third party. We already read that a few weeks ago. And then actually there's another account, you got the Flyboys account, which is this one right here. So let's see if there's anything on here. It says last post July 19th, so nothing there either. So, you know, that's typically what I do when I quickly need to check in to see what's happening on the forum. Anything I need to, like, you know, take a look at. Oh, this isn't Captain Phat. I could renew it. That's what I typically do to quickly get a nice little update on what's happening. Okay, we got roll off B. I don't think I saw your L plane contract. We got an M plane contract from Daniel. Nice. Fat X plane contract LHR to Hammy. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead. I think I should have one here to redeem. X plane. I probably don't have an X plane. Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to buy some Wallers. We're gonna do just enough for. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go to configure and buy first. Let's go to X planes, which is F. We're gonna go to 748. Do an A388. And you said second color, pink or purple. We're gonna do pink. Oh, and we need to do a livery competition, or a vote, I should say. I have like liveries. I need cat. I don't know if cats. I don't know if you're watching the replay all the way to the end, like right now. But if you are, I need you to send me your screen, the liveries that you created. Send it to me on DM again. I know. I think it was Kurotiki. I know it's Visaya. They also created some liveries that I could use. And that's like, I want to do like a competition to vote on which livery we should use for my Captain Phat account, because Captain Phat right now is pretty generic as far as liveries go. So if I can get an official livery for it, that would be pretty cool. I think we'll go with this pink. It's like a mix between pink and purple, which is like what the two colors you asked for. So 460 something thousand. We're gonna go ahead and purchase 600,000 Wallers. Normally, I do not advise anybody to buy Wallers with gold planes. The only time like it might make sense to do that is when you're in a brand new airport like I am right now, so you can quickly just buy stands and stuff like that. But like to buy airplanes and stuff like that, I would more advise you to spend your wallet or your gold planes on things you can't buy. But this is like another reason why I have this account, is like another way for me to buy gold planes, support the developers, and because you guys are here on stream and you guys are buying your contracts with me, essentially you're forcing me to spend gold planes sometimes, whether that's because I don't have enough Wallers, whether that's because I don't have gold plane or contract capacity. Those are usually the two reasons why I would have to spend gold planes. But those are other, nice, cool reasons for us to for you guys to indirectly support the developers through me, you know, through me buying gold planes. So that is fun. I'm gonna go ahead, since we have these wallers now. Thank you, Hammy. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll send this over, because I know Hammy's on right now. So let's get this sent to Hammy, so that way we can maybe get one handling out of this. And let me see what else you guys are saying in chat. It's 210, so let me also see who we're gonna raid. True Believers got to go. All right, peace. We'll go to Prague real quick, Hammy, and change the color. I'll do the same. What's up, MS Kingdom? Says, bro, any contract for Bari? So you might want to join the Phat Airlines Discord, exclamation point Discord, in chat for the link, or you can look at the description on any of my videos or live streams. And on the Discord, we have a contract board. There's lots of people there who will send you contracts to Bari, Innsbruck, wherever you need a contract. And as far as like what I do on stream, for this account, we only do contracts through Twitch, unfortunately, and you're on YouTube. But for my main account, I do contracts. I do contract giveaways, which happen on Discord. I also will set up email contracts, so you can go to sign up on phatairlines.com. But my next contract giveaway is going to be a B-74S, which actually we're in IAD. I can see where it can go. Let's see, B-74S from IAD. It can go to Bari. It can go to Bari. So you definitely want to consider joining phatairlines.com, our email newsletter, because Bari is an eligible airport. Because on Monday I am sending out an email contract with the B-74S from my IAD that can go to San Diego, to MSY, to St. Martin, to GRU, to SCL, to LHR, to ZRH, to LEJ, to INN, to Bari, BRI, not to Muscat, because it can't reach. Or can it reach? Nope, it can't reach. And not to Sydney. But those are a lot of airports, and your airport is one of them. So if you're not signed up on phatairlines.com, it's a good time to sign up before Monday. And even if you see this after Monday, I'm always doing email contracts, so you guys can sign up there. And yeah, I'm always doing email contracts, so you guys can sign up there. My chat scrolled all the way to the top, so that's not great. TJ Bay says it's not the AI, it's the user and what they do with it. Truth. Hayden says, I use AI to generate ideas that I can then create, or to find errors that I just can't find myself. I like that. Yep. It's like a creative partner. It's not actually creative though, right? But it helps you understand like any gaps that you might have. And then that helps you to be more creative, is the way I approach it, at least. TK says the AI songs are kind of catchy, so I'm not against them. Well, that's like actually one of the things I put in my prompt, is that I want it to be like an anthem that has a catchy tune that people can remember after listening to it once, and sing it after they hear it one time. That's like I don't know what exactly the words I use, but that's like essentially a summary of like some of the prompt that I use in my song prompts. Thing about AI is more in visual design. Since everyone's now using them, they tend to feel like overused, and design itself feels lazy. Well, that's because they're being lazy with their prompts, right? Like there's people using AI who don't have the same posters as everybody else. You know, the people who have the same posters as everybody else, they're just using, like, create me a poster that has this information on it, and then AI does its normal thing. Yo, Cash Out SN, thank you for the Prime sub, man. We got LHR, Sammy. Oh, yo, what's up? What's good, Sammy? Haven't seen you. I don't think I saw you today in chat. We were talking about you because of the leaderboards, you know. But nice to see you, man. Welcome in. We're gonna do Premium 3, and we're going to send this to LHR for Sammy. I'm gonna heart both of those. And this goes to Hammy and Sammy. All right, and Sammy, I might have to send it to you after stream because I am kind of over. Where usually I try to end before 2 p.m. and it's 2:15. TK says I tend to prefer simple thumbnails over AI ones since AI makes so many things that reduce space, but it's not too appealing. That's a prompting error, yeah, but it's because the data that AI is trained on is like based on like you know, how to put it. From my experience with working with businesses and just like people in general, whenever it comes to like marketing material, including thumbnails is a marketing material. But whenever it comes to marketing materials, most people try to fit as much information as possible in as little space as they can, right? So you have like an ad or a thumbnail, or let's say a print mail or a billboard. Most people by default are going to try to put as much as they can in there because they think you're going to stop there and read it all. But that's not how any of this is used, any marketing. Your intent is to get their attention and to keep them, you know, engaged, to click through or to call you or whatever your call to action is. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. But because, you know, anybody can create an ad, right? You don't need to be a graphic designer to create an advertisement or to create a thumbnail. So there's a bunch of, like, I guess, bad data, which is what AI, you know, AI is going to be whatever, as good as its inputs and what the data it has. And people by default just want to have as much information in as little space as possible, and it just that doesn't work. It's proven to not work, and even though it's proven not to work, people still do it. All right, I don't have enough money to buy another stand, so we're just gonna have to wait for these to finish handling. Let me see here. I think I'm caught up on chat. MS Kino said, bro, why are you not sending me? Because you're not listening to me. Real easy. I told you, you sign up on phatairlines.com. I got really excited for you too, and then you're complaining about me not sending a plane. That's actually very upsetting to me now. But I said you could sign up on phatairlines.com because I have a plane that I'm planning on giving away from my IAD, which is a B-74S, and I'm going to be giving away on my phatairlines.com email newsletter. Every single person that replies to that newsletter before the expiration date gets a plane, including you if you reply before that date. And you get it to one airport. You said Bari. I checked. Bari is an airport that this B-74S can go from IAD to Bari. So that's all you gotta do. Sign up there. As far as how else do I send planes? I send planes from Phat Empire account on Twitch only. You have to redeem it. And I do giveaways on the Discord, and I also look at the Discord contract board and contract chat to see who else is looking for planes for me to send to them. So those are the ways you can get a plane from me. I'm not sending you a plane right now, and the fact that you're complaining, I don't like complainers, man. But welcome. Hopefully you learn, and I'll forgive you. What else? Being desperate is a bad look, yeah. But I'm also like, I'm also gonna call people out and, like, you know, shame them. I don't know. There's no point in trying to be. Well, I try to be. I'm still nice about it because that's who I am. But, like, not overly nice about it, right? Because then they don't learn. And I also realize that a lot of people here too are like, you know, not everybody is technically an adult, right? We got people who are teenagers or under. You shouldn't be under a teenager because that's against a lot of TOS, but it does happen, right? But anyways, I understand there's some minors here, so, you know, I try to be understanding. You know, you still got to learn things in life, but I'm also teaching you a life lesson here too. I got kids myself, so, you know, now I gotta, I keep them in mind when I'm interacting with you guys, and I'm trying to be considerate. But yeah, bro's not even listening. All right, you're going to timeout. You're going on timeout. Oh, I gotta refresh my page. I can't even time it out. You're going on timeout, man. Sorry, man. Hopefully you could sit and listen and learn, and maybe listen to what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, that's it for me for today. I am so sorry that I'm not going to be here for the month of August on Saturdays. September is looking kind of similar, but I'm going to do my best to make it up to you guys. I'm going to be, we're going to have a Phat Airlines stream with me on camera and with me on video on Tuesday from 11 to 1. So come join us. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be on Twitch. If we have a topic to talk about that's good for YouTube, I'll put it on YouTube as well. I still don't know who we're going to raid. Well, I guess I'm going to quickly... Oh, how did you guys like the DJ last time? Was that yesterday? I haven't listened to any of these DJs before, so I'm not going to put... The other DJ, I rated a DJ last time. I thought that was kind of fun. I liked the mixing he was doing. At least the first few times the first few minutes I listened to him. But I didn't listen to any DJs today. So we're just gonna raid one of the channels that I like to put on, one of the animal channels. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But hopefully I also see you guys on Monday for Captain Phat on Twitch. And if not, we'll see you Tuesday. And if not, stay connected on Discord. I'll let you know what we got. Sammy, I see your Phat L plane contract. Shock, I see your M plane contract. I'm not sure if I can get the M plane contract to you, but I'll try my best. We're gonna save it for Tuesday. We'll come back to IAD. Sammy, I'll get your L plane because it's right here, ready for it just needs to be landed. So once these two planes are done, we'll go ahead and land it, and I'll send you the contract request. Shock versions, or Josh, I don't know what airport you want the M plane to. LHR, St. Martin, MSY, San Diego, maybe GRU. Tell me which airport and I'll try to remember, but it's a good idea when you're asking for a contract, put in your username and what airport. I think I need to update the channel redemption. Anyways, guys, it is way past the time I wanted to finish, but I'm always having a great time with you. Thank you again for 5 years of Phat Airlines. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day, and I'll enjoy my vacation. All right, everybody. Peace.